Hello, and we are live for Richie, Nomi and League Week 9. As usual, this is going over the rules. This is Ari. Uma is 30-10, which means first place is 30, second place plus 10, third place minus 10, and fourth place minus 30, with 5 Oka, which means that at the beginning you'll be under like at 25k with a baseline net zero of 30k, and this 20 the 5 Oka will all go to first place, which means that being in first place will get you another plus 20. So in the case of a tie, Uma is split, and as I said, Ari, so 3 red Dora, and you can open for Tanya. And currently we have technical issues. We have to reconnect the audio. Be back in a minute. And going over more of the rules, we have no busting, no board of draws, Kiriage Mangan, which means scores like 7-7 and 1-1-6 gets rounded up to Mangan. And we also have Nagashi Mangan. Head bump is off, which means double and triple roll are on, and there is open Richi. Importantly, Honba is 1,500 points. And on open Richi, voluntarily dealing into one will be a Yakumen. Oh boy.
Hey, wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Sorry about that. Audio cut out. Thanks for reading out the rules. So let's talk about the first table that we're going to stream today. It'll be Triad with Christy, the Opie Dopes with Vinny, in the West seat, Yakumen with Eric, and Doraneko with Sam. What do we think will be the interesting stuff for this game, Weibin? Anything to watch out for?
We have 2 players like Christy and Vinny that are new to Anime League Season 2. And Eric's seasoned veteran. And I've also known Sam from Season 1. So this is going to be an interesting matchup.
Yeah. In particular, Doraneko is the only team that is positive right now. So if you look at the standings, we have the Destoyers obviously in Mega Top. And of the teams that are playing in this stream table right now, only Doraneko is positive. The rest are in various levels of negative. And I think it'll be a bit of a dogfight, right? Like, including my team, the Triad, right? We're all fighting for that 4th place seat. We're in week 9, I think of like 16 or 17, so a little over halfway, and definitely a lot of things can change. But right now, everyone is just trying to get closer to positive, where and not go further down. So I think we'll see some aggressive moves from maybe every team except Doraneko. But to be honest, Doraneko can't sit on their laurels either, right? They have to defend and keep positive as well.
As far as the rankings go, it's somewhat close, but we have enough games towards the end that any team could make an upset with this current situation.
Right. And notably, this table doesn't contain the Destoyers, so I think it's for that reason, sumoing and pushing everyone down further and getting up next, beyond everyone, would be very helpful for getting just that little bit closer to the Destoyers. All right. We are starting off now, East 1 of the first game. Sam is the first dealer, with Christy in South, Vinny in West, and Eric in North. What do we think of this high pie for Sam?
I see some pretty good diamond shapes.
Ooh, we got the red 5 mod.
On Dora, in his hand, the Dora, I think, is a 7 so. If that is a 6 so, let me see.
Yes, that's right.
Yes, it is. Oh, this is a very
This is a
fast hand.
very
Oh
good.
my goodness.
Vinny is a very aggressive player, so well, first of all, I think he'll be first to Tenpai, but even if he wasn't, he would. I think we will see him trying to cash in on the value of that hand,
Oh,
and not
that's
too bad either. You know, I think a 2 or 3 Shanten, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Vinny can even see like a Tanyao upgrade potentially if he gets a 6-mon. Eric is a little all over the place. Yeah, Eric's a little all over the place.
Sam breaks that Henchon, a 1-2 mon. Since getting his handshake
yeah.
together, but it's the speed might cost him.
Okay, Eric pairs up the West. That's a pretty good one. Even though it's not his wind, it can be his pair for Pinfu.
And Sam has found his pair as well. Now it's
And we've got
6
a bit of a
swaps.
shape overflow there, but I think it'll resolve pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Christie moving to the middle with a 6-0 draw.
Oh,
And a
Vinny has
Dora
drawn
draw
the
for
Dora.
Vinny. Now, how many other Dora are there? Here's one in Eric's hand. Okay, another shape overflow here. We try to probably keep the West pair for safety compared to the 1-so. I like that. Kind of a blank for Christie there.
If Vinny's
Okay.
now on Ishanten.
Yep. And Ishanten around the Dora.
Oh, Steel Haku
Yeah, I think
for
the
now.
standard cut is just Haku, right?
Yep.
Yep, it's just a pair drop there.
Sam
Okay.
has entered perfect Ishanten. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Dealer's coming in hot.
Yeah. So Christie looking at maybe a 3-4-5 Sanshoku. She would have to give up a little of efficiency for that. Yep, and also making the Tanyao potential shift there. So everyone, in the space of a couple turns is looking pretty good.
Yes.
Except for maybe Eric. Eric is probably still a little behind.
Sometimes just being a little bit behind gives you much needed room for defense where needed.
And Christie gets right after she cuts the pair there.
I'll
she
deal
ends
a
up
pin
with
there.
this, yeah.
But that could make like a 3-sided weight.
Yes, exactly. And it's callable too now with Tanyao. I thought the 6-mon cut from Sam was interesting earlier, but I think he just really doesn't want to drop the red 5. So
yeah.
Totally understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can call this down, right? Tanyao, Dora, Sanshoku is a mangan.
Yeah, for sure.
So I definitely see the merit of that.
Oh, this is interesting. So this could make a 3-side shape in a 1-4-7 pin weight, but that means you have to swap out the 3-6 mon acceptance with the 4-5 mon by solidifying that as your solidifying your pair.
And no matter what, you'll have a 6-so kanchan, which can be quite tough to deal with as your final weight because people will be wary of the Dora area. Okay, a blank for Sam.
Just Ishanten hell.
Kind of a blank for Christie too, since she's cut the 8-mon already. Okay, so she fixed the Sunmenchan.
I think that might be a Saki Giri.
Yeah, we're getting a little late. Maybe around tile 9, people start entering Tenpai, so.
Well, the average Tenpai is like turn 7, so it's well within reason to Saki Giri.
Understandable. Eric's still pretty behind, and I'm sure he knows it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
No big opportunities for Christie to call this very callable Tanyao hand, but we're starting to think about a little safety.
Yep. So know that there's 3 8-pin on the table, so that 9-pin is going to be pretty
Yep,
safe.
not bad, not bad. Eric just can't draw the tiles that he needs. Now this
It's a
is
Tenpai
Tenpai for Sam.
or 7
Richie
mon.
Pinfu for 4/7 mon. Oh, with a red 5. Does he have a standard Dora too?
Yeah, I think so. Let's
Right,
go
so Richie
back and check.
Pinfu, Dora. So
From the dealer, nonetheless.
right, so we're looking at a 4,000 all if this hits on Sumo, and still Mangan for 12,000 for a run.
Well, it's 8 pots or 1 Oro. We could even see a Hanem on Sumo. This is nothing to scoff at. So how will the other players react to this reach?
So this is an easy decision. Cut the Genbutsu for the declaration tile. Eric's probably considering a hard fold here. Yeah.
Yes, that is 2 Dora. Sam.
Yep. So a Mangan right out of the gate. 9-pin doesn't look particularly good.
Doesn't.
She might go for it, fighting a Mangan with a potential
Well,
Mangan.
I mean, 9-pin is one chance, but we
That's
trust
right.
it.
That's right. Yep. Eric trying to figure out the best path to safety.
Mm-hmm.
He might have been thinking about cutting west, but I think west is.
Well, there's more Hakus out there, so.
So that's pretty hard to cut tile. And
here,
this 7-mon has to come out of Christie's hand if she wants to proceed.
Tempting to just fold on the 3-pin.
Yeah.
So you could 3-pin, 6-pin, 6-pin, because if the 3-pin passes, well, 3-pin we know passes, but the 6-pin's Nakatsuji.
Yep, unfortunate. So Christie packing it up with her Sanshoku Tanyao.
Then he's still in Ishantan with the Ryankan and Shabo.
Did he shift it around, or has he just been able to sumo giri the whole time?
He has shifted the shapes a little bit. Having to deal the 3-pin partially. It's gonna be one of the.
Okay, so 1-mon Genbutsu for Christie. Easy decision.
Oh,
Vinny gets a bad-looking 7-pin.
Yeah, that is Urasuji to the 3-pin. So it looks bad.
Not cutting anything around the Dora, that's for sure. He could think of. Is that a push?
It's a Genbutsu.
Oh no, it's Genbutsu. Yep.
6-mon, sorry.
And it's a bit of a fold, yeah.
Oh, it's dealer Ichi.
Yeah.
Arguably, it's one of the most scariest.
Christie thinks briefly about calling?
Well, we see enough 3-pins. Maybe, like, we know 6-pin is probably, it's definitely safe with Nakatsuji, but 2-pins also, you see enough 3-pins.
Yep.
Go around it.
So Christie maybe pushing a little bit, maybe going around to see if she can find Tenpai again.
Mm-hmm.
Either that 7-mon's going to come out, or she might find a way to make it a Tanki.
Well, there's just might not be enough tiles on the wall to.
Yeah, that's true. We're getting close to the end here. Let's see. 10 tiles left, I think.
I almost got like 2 draws.
Yeah. It's a blank, but it's also safe.
It will be interesting if Christie can call to tempo and just deal the 6-pin. Taki.
If she draws a 7-mon, right?
Or I guess she could call to
1, 2. Did Sam have any outs in the wall? 1, 2.
Oh, I wasn't
4.
counting. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I wasn't counting either. I think a lot of the outs are. I think it might be a dead weight. I saw 4 4-mons for sure, and I think 3.
Well, that's 5 just from this Eric and Vinny. Let's see. It's 2 and Christie. Yeah, that's rough.
So 6 were gone, something like that, or 7.
And it's one person in Tenpai.
Yep.
It's just
So we
Sam.
have 1,000 points paid from each player to Sam.
The Richie stick remains on the table. One big honba, leaving
All right.
2,500 on the table.
And for those of you not familiar with N League, one repeat increases the value of the hand by 1,500 points, or 500 per person on Natsumo. So 1,500 points can be big, can be the difference between pushing and not pushing your hand. And as the hanbas get bigger, you'll see people push smaller and smaller hands. So we're not quite there yet, but certainly with 2,500 points on the table, you might see a different style of play this hand compared to the last one.
So with this hand, I see Sam started off with Anko, the double tone, double east, and one Aka. So he already has 3 Han in his hand.
Amazing. Sam is maybe thinking about Chitoi if the right tiles come along.
Wait, Sam? Hmm.
I saw.
With
Well,
double.
I saw some 3 or 4 pairs. If I'm not
Well,
mistaken.
it's double east. I wouldn't. Well, personally, I wouldn't
true.
break double
Yeah.
east for Chitoi.
That's true.
Also, I don't trust Chitoi
Oh no,
that much.
he has an Anko of East.
Yes, just
Nope.
3 Han calling from the deal.
We're good.
Christy might be looking at a Chitoi. That's 4 pair.
There are a couple of people on the table this hand with a few pairs.
Yep.
The famous Mahjong
It's
player.
a Totsuba.
Yep. Kosho.
Chida Kosho. Oh, that's
believed that there are just rounds where everyone has pairs.
This time, I think it might be a race between Eric and Sam. Eric can call it down.
Eric is looking good. I think it can come together closed as well. A lot of nice middle tiles to join together.
Mm-hmm.
Vinny's looking a little sad.
I mean, Vinny has like 3 honors, so.
Oh my gosh!
That is the Ricci.
It's not Ricci.
Not a Ricci.
So if that's Tenpai, right, for 2/5
Yeah.
mon?
Yes.
Okay, so Dama. I wasn't thinking about the upgrades that he might be thinking of, but let's have a look when it comes back around.
He has like I think there is a rare Sanshoku
Doko.
Yes. Off of the 777. But this is just a 2/5 mon Dama for Tanya.
Is there a prize bounty related to Sanshoku Doko?
I don't think so, but actually, now that I think about it, if he draws, I think the 7 cell, that would be a San Anko too.
Yeah, right. So maybe that's the upgrade he's looking for, and it's not quite just a meme.
Imagine like just having a 4 Han upgrade.
So Vinny has a 7 so. Okay, and Christy has begun to call.
Calls for the south, which is her wind.
Yeah. Maybe the penchant.
Probably the penchant, yes. 5 mon lets
and
you
it's unfortunate because you're losing some Dora acceptance there, but
it's all right.
We'd like to move, and that's a move that you'd see in a 1 Hanba round potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Vinny with a decision.
Oh.
Okay, cuts the 8/9 Penchan, keeping the Chun.
And
maybe he smells something in the air. Something is off. Okay, a blank for Sam.
So pretty good instincts if it's true.
Well, you never know.
Oh, that's I would deal 5 mon here because the 4-pin lets you set the Ryankan. So that's like a 3-pin or 5 pin.
We've gotten the Dora acceptance back with this draw, and we can bridge with 6-pin. But we throw away the Dora acceptance. Maybe sensing danger. Yeah, so
Mhm.
Eric with no Dora, right? So this is just pure, Tanya, Tanya with 2 Ankos of simples.
How do
I
they
don't think it.
know?
I don't
Like
think it
Eric's.
breaks. I don't think it breaks 50 fu, right? If you if you run it. Oh no,
Oh,
it does. It would.
actually it does because the Menzen Kafu for having concealed hand is
Yeah, yeah.
plus 10 fu, and there's enough Ankos in there to do the rest. Like it's not a pinful hand, so it goes straight up.
Right. So if he closes it as it is, all right. So Vinny advances a little bit. He won't get that
Opie,
June. He won't get that
Tanya
June.
with 2 Anko. Oh,
Here we confirm Sun Anko,
San
Life
Anko.
on a sumo.
So that's a 3-mon and a 7-soul Shabo, with 7-soul being the big Sancho
Yep.
Taka.
So the weights changed for Eric. All right. Christy gets a 6-mon to finish that shape. 1 Ishan 10. She can call the 6-pin or 8-so,
Mhm.
or chi the 5-pin, and it'll be 10 by. So that's good. Meanwhile, Eric still on 3-mon and 7-so. Champagne. Lurking in the bushes.
And Christian
Christy Tempai.
the
Now,
Lord of the Shabos. Oh, well that.
so we picked a 6-pin 8-so weight for Christy, just Sha Nomi. Sorry, non-Nomi.
I have to look at the hand again, but was
Oh, and Sam is
this is
Tempai
the
with 6-9
Dora.
pin. Sam is Senpai with
Six
6-9 pin
six
as well.
nine pin for double East Dora 1. Christie is a
Yeah.
3-mon and 6-pin Shabo. So that means Christie and Eric are Mochi Mochi on the 3-mon. There's a lot of
Oh, you mean,
overlapping weights.
yeah. But Christy isn't
So
waiting for a
again,
3-mon?
Christie it's the
There,
3-mon and the 6-pin.
but
And
Sam
Sam
sumos.
Sumos with okay, so East, so the double East is gonna be. I think, wait, does it count as 4 or 8 because it's his win too? Oh, also it's like it's it's 8. It's 8.
I think
So
it's
2 for
2,000 all is 2,500 all.
Wait, let me look at the hand again. So that's 8 because it's an Anko. 2 for Tsumo, open pawns, another 2. So that he has full in this hand. So it's 3 and 30.
2,000 all is 2,500 all with the
It's a
Honda.
2600, right? No, it's 3 and 40. Because the East was an uncle, right? The East was an uncle.
Right.
He had another triplet, and he has two full from the Tsumo. So it's actually 26
Yeah, I think
all.
the scores on the board are right. On the table are right. Yeah,
Okay.
thanks
Yeah.
for it.
So it's actually 31 all with the big Honba. And he
Yep.
gets his Ricci stick back from previous. Oh,
So
it was
East
actually
1, 2
31.
Honba. Sam is still the dealer. So Doroneko is so far mounting a great defense of their their relative lead in the standings. Of course, still only East 1.
At 31 all was huge. What does Ricci stick return? It's like
The Dora is a Manzu.
oh, it's an
That's
8
all I can
mon.
tell you.
It's
8
an
mon?
8-mon. I think it's an 8-mon. And well, see, scattered high pie for the most part. Christie has
Christie's
South Yakuhai again, but it'll be interesting to see how much they're willing to open because they know like well everyone's shapes are a bit of a mess right now, but so like opening with the cells also gets rid of 2 of your safe tiles. So are you actually improving your hand, or are you just putting yourself in a corner by locking away your safety? options. That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
and even though we have 2 Hanba, it's a bit sad to have 1 Han only.
well, it's more or less like the same amount of bonus points as the previous hand, actually, because now the
Right.
Ricci stick is gone. It's like, okay, instead of 2,500, it's 3,000 on the table.
Okay, so I don't think this has really moved things along. We do
Right,
get another
this
pair.
doesn't help too much. I might get rid of the 1. So, what? Okay, 3 pin.
Get the 3 pin. Maybe seeing Honitsu or something.
Mhm.
So Eric breaks up the 1-3 Kanchan. Yeah,
Cool.
maybe Christie's seeing Honitsu. It's
But
possible, right?
little does she know, Eric has the Anko of the Sanzo.
The magical
So,
tile.
yeah. But that makes her, what's it, 1, 2, 4, 4. So I think that was the shape. 1, 2, 4, 4. So that piece is going to need a bit of help.
Yep. Yep. And so here's the Anko of the South. That's great because you can remain closed. But now we have a decision. Do we want to expand in Sozu? Of course, she doesn't know the 3 So's half dead. Looks like she's proceeding in that direction.
Right.
And if you can call pawn enough times, maybe this is a good draw for Vinny.
Oh, this is a pretty good draw. I think. I like how Eric plays because I know he is keeping safety on the back of his mind right now. Because he's still keeping the honor tiles and he's discarding terminals first. So when you know your hand isn't that strong, you still have enough of a buffer in case things don't go the way you want them to. But at the same time, you also leave your hand enough room to expand. So Christie is going for that Honitsu.
Yep.
But I mean, in the current state of things, she needs a lot more. She needs to draw some lower Sozu, like to fill in the blocks there. But we know Sanzo is more or less taken.
Right. And I think it's a callable hand, right? So if you call the other shapes enough, you might end up being able to cut the penchant.
Right. And I wonder if the other players could see the Ryankan drop. The 3, 5, and 7, I think they're all Tadashi. So if they know something's up,
it's a great draw for Vinny. Interesting, keeping the West. I think that dropped a good bit of efficiency there. Okay, so we create 4, 5, 6 pin, and now we're Ishan 10 for Sam.
Yep. So personally, probably would have discard. I think it was a 6-so there, but Sam might be smelling a little bit of that Sozu Honitsu that Christie's
Vinny
going for.
Tenpai, an 8-pin Kanchan for Richidora.
Yep.
2,600 would be 5,600 on a run.
Well, Sanchi's into Tenpai, waiting on 5-8 on.
Breaks Ipatsu, which can be important when you're trying to defend your dealership a little bit.
I think he might just be straight out of Anpai to some extent.
That's true.
Just
And
taking the
sometimes
Tenpai.
the best defense is a good
No,
offense.
well, no.
Oh,
That's dealing to the Sam for Tanya Dora 1. And
29 is 44. Sorry, 29 is 59.
29, yes, 59, and he gets his Vinny's Ricci stick. Wow, Sam's killing it.
All
His
right,
first
we
dealer.
continue. East 1, 3 Hanba. That is Hatsu.
Hatsu, the green.
Yep.
Green Dragon is the new Dora. Sam's High Pie.
I can't see.
There were a few pensions in there, I think.
Yeah.
Christy, loved by the South.
Yeah. Can't get rid of it, but that's in a way that's good, but it's a bit of a tough hand otherwise.
I mean, I think the South is probably a blessing. It's
Of course, yeah. It's a lifeline coming out to you.
I would say if Christie starts calling, that would make Sam a bit pressured on keeping his dealer, or less likely to push, because anytime you push, all the effective tiles will be able to get cheat by your Shimacha. Pairs up the north as well.
Interesting. Yeah. So we can definitely see calling in Christie's future.
In fact, like even more like edging towards an aggressive play, because anytime you're in trouble, you could just pair drop the norths. They're mostly safe. You have two of them. So.
Oh, okay. So this is getting good. This is getting good.
There's the norths.
Yep.
Okay. Just so you know, there is a bounty on
cons.
conning yourself for Dora if it happens. But we all know it's a risky play.
Okay, so Sam playing a bit safety there, right? Okay, a bit of a blank.
He has.
So it's not Hunitsu.
Let's say that Sam has a pretty good lead that with a hand that's a bit more cumbersome. Yeah. You could just play passively.
Pump the brakes, yeah.
Erkin, Diamen, shot.
All right. So hanging on to that Haku as safety for sure. But perhaps, if the moment is right, it will come out. And it's definitely a very safe tile. It's the Dora indicator, and the other two are out. So it's the last one. It can only deal into Kokushi, which for a second when I saw Vinny's high pie, I was like, oh no, maybe he would think about it. All right, so that's a great tile for Sam. Looking for his pair now, 1 Shanten.
Oh, that is headless, which means he could have stepped so many tiles, like 3, 4, 5, 6 mon, 1, 4, 5, 6, so.
Okay, so Adora comes out, Sumogiri from Christie, seeing the danger there.
All the players.
And he follows suit.
Breathing a sigh of relief that you're not going to have to worry about that for a while. Eric's still in Ishanten hell.
I like seeing that kind of thing when I'm dealer.
It's like, yes.
Because it means the resulting hands would be cheaper, even if I have to pay.
Here, Sam takes the Tenpai.
For 5 so Kanchan, isn't it?
Yep. It's for just Tanya.
Maybe gonna make another repeat. I don't see any 5 so's that would naturally come out. Here's one in Eric's hand. I don't think it's going anywhere. Now
Eric's entered a headless Ishan as well. Oh, Sam can switch to the Sanzo for the. Yes, because 2 Sanzos are discarded. Little does he know. Yeah. Little does he know. Wait.
I feel like I would have played 6 so to create a Suji trap around 3 so. I like to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, and when they fall, it's when least expected. Boom. Gotcha. All
right. So Eric still Ishanten. Sam draws the backfire.
Oh. Well, he's in first place, so I don't think it'll be any for him. He won't lose the over shortly.
Yeah. It's true. So Vinny calls his black 5 mon. No one knows he has the red one too, and has another 5/6 round man. And that is a Tanki Tempa. No, it's not. Round man 2 5 mon.
Each painful Aka 1.
39 is 84 if Rond. Of course, we don't know about Urodora, but we'll see. So Eric trying to end this dealership. Eric would be a nice second if he were to get this. Christy advances. Does she want to cut 9-mon
Well, that
into this?
6
Ipatsu.
pin is going to be rough.
3-so is Genbutsu, so there it goes.
I don't think Christy could continue pushing unless that 6 pin is cleared.
Yep. So 3-pin comes, so that helps a little bit.
Yes.
We won't. So Sam contemplating a. Yeah, it's a fold.
Hmm.
Sam is out.
Understandable.
Very understandable. So Christy can cut 3-pin safely, but does she want to give it up? No, 9-mon comes out, and it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here's
9-mon
that.
is also Genbutsu, so yes. So how does
yes, you're right. Actually, no, right? 2-7.
No, it was. Wait. No, those are 2 7s. My bad.
Yeah, but it was Suji.
I was trying to read upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Did not work.
All right, so Sam just folding out. I think this is hard. I think probably the safest thing to do is 3-pin, but if you want to continue, that 8-so has to come out, and 8-so looks pretty bad.
Yes, it does. 8-mon, you see quite a few 7-mon, so you might be able to push that.
But only with good reason, I would say.
Well, only with good reason.
Yeah.
Mm.
2-so. Because Vinny pushed it earlier. Here's a Chun. Chun is quite safe. Can we get it? No.
See, Vinny's doing a lot to keep his hand shape together, so might take a tenpai towards the end if it happens. 3-mon. Oh, yes. 9-mon, then 8-mon. First. It's 9-mon.
What tells would he cut to get to Tempai, though? Like, I mean, like, nothing's good, right?
Good question.
You'd have to push one pin.
Depends how late it is. Like, if you have to push one tile and then you still have to, you have to hope the next tile you pick up is also safe, then it might be a little bit more difficult. But if you just
Christy
have
out
to.
of safe tile, well, she has a 3-pin, but she doesn't. She keeps that Ryanman.
And all of the pays.
Yeah. Well, standings wise, Yakumen and Triad are close to each other, right? So it's sort of feeling like you have to keep up potentially.
I mean, it's still East 1. We haven't gotten
right.
into
anything can happen. Yeah, we haven't gone anywhere.
We haven't gotten that far.
But it might be looking like a Ryokoku, and that would push the dealership away from Sam and keep all the Hanba, which would make East 2 extremely interesting. Okay, so Christy cuts the 3-pin to fold a bit.
I would have been
there goes the 1-pin.
To just cut the north and stop thinking. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was afraid he was gonna call sumo that for some reason. But I think he realized he hadn't shown the camera, which is good. Glad to see it. But glad to see the attention to the camera.
You know, I pay almost no attention to the camera.
All right, so, well, there's really no way to proceed with this.
I mean, there's no way to get tempo, so just steal the pay.
Yeah, I agree.
Okushi isn't alive, is it?
I think
ain't no way, right?
There's even if
Oh, did you see 4-1-1? It's dead.
Yeah. Well, and Sam cut his Hatsu too, right?
Well, 8 months.
So the 8-mon comes out. So Vinny can throw that. Well, Vinny can throw either thing. All right, and here's the last sumo. No.
To west.
Yep. There's the west.
2 tiles left. Okay. Hey.
I think it's possible that Christy is worried about Chitoy.
No, there's another K on the board, and she
Oh,
has
there's another
3.
K on the board. Okay.
It's...
All right. So 2/5-mon gets it. 1,000 from all, and we add a Hanba. We move into East 2 at least. So Sam's dealership is over.
There's 5 big Honba on the table, and another. Is that another Ichi stick?
Yep. So
Okay.
East 2, 4th Hanba. Let's check the Dora in a bit. Let's see how Christie's High Pie is doing while we wait.
Yep.
It's not looking the best.
You have a bit of scattered honors, but you have 1 complete sequence. So, I guess what would be best here? Well, oh, I thought she was going to discard that for a moment. Okay. So if she pairs up a Yaku High, that would make it much easier to win this hand. Vinny's High.
Yep.
Oh my.
Yeah. Vinny's looking a little scuffed too. You could think of Kokushi again.
I thought this was the table that gives juiced High Pies. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, and the Dora is Chun, by the way.
Yes, Eric has 1 door. I guess Sam is
Sam
the
looking
one
like a
that's
callable
most...
Tanya, just get 1,000 points, shut down this dealership, and eat all the Hanba. Probably be a good stabilizing thing for him to do, but if there's a lot of danger, he might run away.
Sam's the most loved by this table.
That's right, he's got a target on his back.
I mean, every High Pie is just like, this High Pie's good.
Oh, I see the table as in the actual auto table.
Yes. The actual auto table.
There was a book that came out recently that told you how to abuse the High Pies that came out of certain auto tables.
Oh no.
But this is not one of those auto tables. This auto table is not apparently vulnerable to that exploit.
Now it's like I'm probably not heading to one of those like older John Soaps that have those suspicious looking auto.
And run away if they say, "Oh, we've shuffled the tiles already. We can just start playing." Okay, so Sam is Ishanten, 468 Ryankan to fill, in another shape. Christy, it's coming along, but it's not there yet. Vinny gets a 3rd pair. Keeps it for now.
Just has every single odd Monzu.
Yeah. Okay.
6 so.
So it cuts the 4 so and gives up the ability to absorb 5 so, including the red 5 so. But it could be like a safety thing.
Might be. Well, typically you don't want to have like 3 pairs, since the last pair only gives you the acceptance of those 2 tiles. Having 2 is optimal, or 0. Tile acceptance wise, so that means so traded off the 5 so 4 tile acceptance for 6 so just 2 tile acceptance.
I see. So a bit of a blank for Christy here. She fixes the completed 7, 8, 9 pin shape.
Oh, Vinny's Mochi on the 6 so with Sam. No.
6 pin cut. What do you make of that? Just too many shapes.
Perhaps I'll have to go back and check. Wait,
Have another
the
look at it in a sec.
camera just got really blurry for me.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll get there. We'll figure it out. Bit of a blank for Christie. She's not advancing. 6-pin was cut from this shape.
That's interesting.
Cheetoy?
But yeah, it looks like
I
a
think
cheat toy.
Yeah.
But that's rough.
Yeah.
Like,
Sam looking the best here. Sam could get a Sanmenchan shape, but he's cut 7-pin before, so he passes it up.
I might still take it, by the way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I love me a Furitan Sanmenchan.
I mean, you don't have to recheat it, but just keep the option open.
Exactly.
Chances are you just like complete that before the other shapes, because it's a Sanmenchan, right? So
Eric fills 2-3-4-pin. That's good. Cuts a Haku. Sam just stuck in Nishan 10. No callable, no ability to. Well, he has an ability to call the Tempai, but it hasn't presented itself.
I think Eric might also be aware that two of the other players, the players that are most likely to be Tempai, have discarded a 6-pin, so that's a better save tile. That also helps his shape at the same time.
Yeah, good point.
Ooh,
Okay, so that's the Anko. In Ishanten.
But that means you have to discard the safe 9 soul?
Yep. Yeah, I think we deal it with this many Hamba on the table. Call down the Tempai, defend your dealership.
That's fair. Yep.
Getting late, getting a bit late too, halfway through the round.
I guess like it's a lot of the doors basically dead now, so much less afraid of Richi's.
And Eric gets rid of his 1-mons, so he can call down to Tempai as well, or call down to Tanyao. Christie considers keeping the East as a safe tile, I would imagine. And she does. She wants that safety.
Oh, I know you're looking at a Richie Nomi, but all the doors dead, so you're only really worried about the red 5s. Not saying that they can't do any damage, but
absolutely,
you have a lot
and
more
here's
room.
Tempai.
Oh, and Sam.
2-mon 5-so?
5-pin? Wait, it was 5-pin.
5-pin. 2-mon 5-pin for Sam. For Tanya Nomi.
But because he has the what was it, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5 pin, he could also expand on that shape and just get a pin through.
Right, with a silent upgrade there. Eric keeping the south for safety.
Come on, 5-pin.
Yep, yeah, you were right. Thanks for the correction.
Oh.
So Christie looking for Tempai. 2-so is a blank. So Vinny stepping back a bit, cuts the 1-mon. Wasn't really doing that much for him anyway.
Now it's that point where
thinks of cutting the south, cuts the south.
I know I was thinking about that's a Tsumo for Sam.
Oh, Tsumo, okay.
It's a Tanyao Nomi? Tanyao Tsumo Tanyao with 4 big Homba.
30, so 300, 500 is 2300, 2500?
Wait, Tsumo Tanyao should be.
Tsumo Tanyao, sorry, 500,
1,000, but we add 2,000 to each, so it's 1,500 and
3,000.
Yep.
Wow. So Sam just
keeps for.
Yeah, raging on with Tanyao Tsumo. Gets paid on all the Honba, and now we're back to 0. Vinny has become the new dealer. The Dora is 4-pin.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty difficult for the other players to catch up to Sam right now. But they have.
Vinny has a Dora. That's most of what I could see.
It's going to be a close fight for second to fourth. That's
Right.
all I could
Kind of
say.
mirroring the whole league, right? Wow, Sam has an
Feels bad.
incredible Ishanten. Did you see that?
Yes.
I was
But
lost for words at how good that Ishanten was. That's gross.
I almost didn't want to, like, I was wordless with, like, how loved he is by this table.
All right. Sam is not Tenpai.
Oh, this is interesting. Yes,
Yeah.
that lets you pawn the east and get the Subman Chan.
Yep. So a more flexible Ishanten,
Mm-hmm.
if not a wider one, right?
Yep. It's difficult hands for everyone else. And he has two Aka. And he has two Aka.
It's gross.
Remember, everyone, not all high pies were created equal. You will be taught that is Hanchan.
Yep. So Vinny calls. I think he has Yakuhai he's wanting to pawn, so he's Atozuke right now. Is that right? We'll see it in a second. Christie upgrades in Manzu. Still not quite there.
Yep, that is
So Vinny intends to call Hatsu.
definitely Atozuke.
And Eric is going for Kokushi. Eric is going for Yakumen.
I mean, the other side. Wait, Sam can also get a 5, 6, 7 Sanshoku on top of all that.
That's absolutely disgusting.
So you have East, 2-door, Sanshoku.
Okay, so Christy gives up the Ryanman there. I think she wants to make sure she gets the Dora. Was she Furiten on? Oh no, is it Sanshoku? Maybe it's a Sanshoku play. I'm not sure. Let's have a look again when it comes around.
No, that's probably one of the game-winning hands from a person who's already winning.
Right. Oh, I see. Christy sees Tanyao. It's not a Sanshoku, unfortunately for us. We would love that value. Eric is not proceeding with Kokushi. What do you think his plan is?
Just have enough safe tiles. I mean, if your high pie starts out like looking that sus, then I don't blame you for doing it. Because, like,
Right.
I actually know a lot of players who will just look at a high pie and say, okay, this ain't happening, and I'm not getting myself in trouble by forcing the impossible. So,
Right. Is that wise given the standings? Like,
I mean, you have to be kind of judicious with what you decide to push.
certainly.
So,
yeah.
I mean,
Like,
just the safety of
you see
like,
Shanten for Christie.
oh,
with
that
the
door
draw.
draw is huge.
Yeah,
that
it
door
paid off. Okay, so Vinny, Shanten, but it will have no Yaku when it converts.
Then he's like, where's my Hatsu?
Yeah, so Eric continues to eat middle tiles.
Oh,
now
that's
that
a
we're in
cheat.
road 2.
Wait, that's not a cheat.
Okay, so this is a Furitian Ryanman for Christie. She's cut the 1 so.
That's
also
difficult. Chose not to cheat a 7 so into Tempai, which, well, she's going for value. She needs a little bit more. this point. I understand that play.
So Vinny in a bad shape. Vinny needs to get another pair at least, or get his Hatsu. But I don't think Eric's going to give it to him.
Yeah, he's just waiting for his Hatsu forever.
Sam
oh
is
no, the
Tenpai.
Sancho!
Sam is Tenpai on the Sanshoku chance. If he
I
gets
mean,
5-8 pin, sorry, a 2-5
2-5
pin,
pin.
then it's Sanshoku Dora 3. Rishi Sanshoku Dora 3 would be huge, would be a Haneman. Of course you send
You
it.
send it, yes.
Of course you send it.
Of
So
course.
Takame Haneman.
Yeah.
And imagine if he sumos the Takame and flips some Ura.
Ipatsu Ura 1, Paimon.
Extreme damage. Extreme damage can occur.
Oh.
So,
Oh
you know,
no.
with the other people at the table feeling Sam's flow, I would say that people are pretty freaked right now.
I would
They
say
know that he can just sumo it, and this table has been kind to him.
yes. So this is a difficult situation with Christie. I don't think there's many safe tiles against this.
Yeah, and the Suji of the Rishi Declaration tile can be dangerous, but it's probably the best thing that she can do, I think, without fully folding.
Right.
She has that Dora set. You really don't want to break up that Dora set until the last possible minute. Eric, finally rewarded for preemptively folding his hand. He felt the flow and he was scared. Is this okay? This south isn't safe.
I mean, there's just no safe tiles here.
Mm-hmm.
There's just no safe tiles. I'll be honest.
It has to go back out. Yeah.
And because it's like a 5.
There's the door. So Vinny has found his pair, but he started folding already. So
it's difficult for anyone to push at this point.
Yep. So it's unraveling in Sam's favor again. And he
sumos
sumos the Takame. So Richi
my.
Sumo Sanshoku Dora 3. Sumo Sanshoku Dora 3. That's already
One Ura for the
Hanuman.
buy. Nope,
And
missed.
he did not flip an Ura, but it's still a 3,000, 6,000.
Still Hanuman, so very
incredible. A 3,000, 6,000 Hanuman.
I think that brings down to 64k. Wow, he's absolutely dominating this table now.
So Vinny eats a big dealer payment. Kaburi.
Kaburi is so painful.
So East 4, Eric's dealership. A sad situation for almost everyone except for Sam.
Mm-hmm.
What's the Dora? Let's see. High Pie is medium, I think. He didn't sort it, but I kind of got a vibe.
So.
Yes, the Dora is 9-so. Sam has 1. Christie. I think that's a pretty good high pie. It has a shape overflow in it, so 2 or 3 Shan 10? I think it's 2. Vinny, not looking too great for his no, he's not his dealership. Apologies.
Eric draws into the Anko of the 7 pin.
Sam cuts the Dora. Doesn't need it.
Well,
why would you? You have 64,000 points.
Well, Christie has a choice. I think just looking to Kuitan to stop Eric's dealer and keep him in range for overtaking.
Absolutely. And she has one more dealership coming up in South. Sam, thinking about playing careful, cuts a relatively safe-looking north.
Another 9.
9 mon comes back to Christie.
It's fine, we don't need it.
So
Eric's also looking to Kuitan.
Yeah, I think Eric won't be playing quite as safe now that it's his dealer turn.
Yeah, it's a fight between 2nd to 4th. So he has to go for something.
So Christy wants to pawn any of those simples that she has pairs of.
Eric draws into, that's a weird kanchan, to be honest.
Very flexible shape. Let's call it that.
Sure.
All right. Sam fixes a 1, 2, 3 run. Don't think it's Sishan 10. I think it's still 2.
Really?
I don't think I think he'll fold at the first sign of danger anyway.
Oh,
And
Eric
that's the
fills.
fill. That's the perfect fill.
So this puts him in Yakumen Nishanten.
Right?
But they're both 7/8, so don't think it's going to be a Tanya, but there's a chance.
Right. We do see 3 9-mons out. So it's easier to draw that side of the Tanya side of the Ryanman.
Oh.
Chrissy, I couldn't see what quite happened there.
Another one. And that's the last 9
So
mon.
that's the last 9-mon. Eric certainly sees that, but it's still a good shape. So we consider it a kanchan and keep it. Of course. Sam not moving. Wants to see what other people are doing. Chrissy is drawing some blanks. Hasn't been able to call the tile she wants to call. Eric considers for a brief moment, keeping a bit of safety.
Well, you're dealer. You're in Nishantan. And with the score situation. That's interesting. I might switch out the Onso.
Yeah. Because we can still accept 3 so with 4 5 so. Yep. There it goes.
There we'll go.
Still looking to call. 9 so Dora. Now it's interesting because I don't think it's a Dora that she's likely to be able to use.
Oh, we see 3/8 so. Well, she sees probably 2/8 so. But yes. It means that there's a higher chance of pairing it up, right? Looking on the bright side. But you have a lot of pairs already. Oh, this might just be a 6 so taking the Chitoi Ishan into Dora-san Chitoi.
Yeah, that's a powerful hand, and that lets her make use of that 9 so Dora, which otherwise, if she were going for Tanya, we would probably need to go out right now.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Yeah, I agree. We see value, we go for value. All right, Eric improves shape a bit.
There's 1 8-mon out on the board, so might be worth considering.
Okay. So not a useful tile, but can it go out?
So the interesting thing is now it's better to
to create a Suji trap.
Not really like that too, but you have to guess what tiles other players are holding, and in that turn figure out what tiles you think you're most likely to draw into Tenpai with.
So Vinny Shanten cuts the 6-mon, and that lets Eric get to Tenpai on 6/9 so, although 9 so
is Yakunashi. Yeah, it'll be pretty sad if he gets the 9 so. He'll have to just be Yakunashi, or at this point, if he draws the 9 so, he's just gonna have to go for the Tenpai variant. Sadly. But this is the Otozuke of Otozukes.
Okay, so Sam fills, but anyway, he's not looking to win really, although he does sort of cautiously push to an Ishanten. Was it Ishanten? Or was it a...
Yeah, it is Ishanten, but it's headless. And I think like need one of them's like Nakabukure
So Christy
Santi.
is full of Dora.
Life is full of door. But which one?
Does she
Will
think that she can snag another one of these fives? Or the Dora?
I guess
No,
this
it just goes straight back out.
it's better than Sakigiri here.
Yeah. Well, the question is, do you think Eric's already Tenpai? Which he is, of course. We know that. But
Well, you could, when just looking at his call, you could tell it's
yeah,
like a Tanyao push, but it's hard to tell if it's
right.
exactly a Tenpai.
And it was Nakasuji. He had cut 2 mon and 5 and 8 mon. So
Ooh, Sam draws this. Yes, that is a wider Ishanten. I
yeah.
think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pin. And what was that?
So
Yakumen
she
at the
gets
end.
the 8 that she didn't think she'd get.
But we've already committed towards a cheat
Yeah.
toy, so it's
So it
better
goes
to
out.
just. Oh. Sam with the huge Ishanten again.
People don't want to.
Eric with the
Eric
diamond.
Cons.
He can
Will
get
he?
the ring shot.
Will he flip?
Imagine now just draw the 9. That's not the right 9.
Not the right 9. And the new Dora is a Manzu, I
Wait,
believe.
Sam hits Tenpai.
Sam is Tenpai. He could cut 3 pin for 1 4 pin Ryanmen.
With the Pinfu. So that would just be a beautiful Dama.
Yeah, he could Dama it for sure. And 1 pin looks kind of good in the wall.
Mm-hmm. I mean, someone cons, you might be able to just send it here.
So he can't, right. And so Eric calls again.
And now Eric's Tenpai for 7, so Tanki. And of course, he has a 7 souls.
Yep. So everyone's looking for Tenpai. Here's the win. It goes out.
That's the deal-in.
Sam just keeps going.
And ooh, 1,000.
Sam spits on Eric's dealership to pin Funomi for 1,000 points.
Oh, Meme Sanso's the door.
And
We're
now,
entering South round.
Yep. Not new. We are in South 1. The Dora is 3 so.
There's a bit of scattered honors and terminals in Sam's hand, but shapes look promising.
And it has 2 Dora.
Has 2 Dora.
Living up to their name.
K. Yep.
The Dora and Echoes have started with 2 Dora. Christie's hand is a bit medium.
Mm-hmm. So our average high pie Vinny has a pretty good
with a
just point the tune and go, yeah. But the problem is with this score situation, you might want to hold off. Yeah, it'll be tough because entering South round, you have to now consider the hand value and placement. So there's a decent gap between Vinny and both second and third. So
yeah, absolutely.
Wait, is this still?
No, it's South 1.
It's South 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy.
Yeah, we need to update. We need to update the overlay.
Okay.
Sam gets a parafill, cuts some honors. 6 pin isn't bad for Christie. Standard 1 so.
Oh, Vinny now an Ishan 10.
Mm-hmm.
But
so I think you would like to be closed with that, right?
If possible, because you get 2 Han, just the Richie and the Ipeko.
Yeah. Would you overlook the first Chun?
If it comes out in first row, I would overlook it. If it's towards the end of second row, I would have to take it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I'm
just
on the same wavelength.
Yep.
Christie keeps the 5 so to keep a Dora shape.
1 pin lets you set 2 pin.
Mm-hmm.
Kanchan becomes Neokan. And that's
a great draw for Eric. Is that?
That's a 3-sided on there. That's Ishan 10 for Was it 258 and the Kanchan on the 2-pin? Let me see if that's the right tile.
Completes, gets a Dora Ryanman. That's a great news. Vinny looking for his Tempai. No tunes yet.
258 so and 2-pin for Eric. But still, he's keeping the. I think he's keeping this. Was it the 7? And I think in his hand just to see if it could expand out of that Kanchan. Christie draws into Ishan 10 as well. And it's a complete Ishan 10.
Yeah, and Chrissy's had a rough go of it this game, right? She hasn't won yet. I mean, Sam's been doing most of the winning.
Yep. For sure. Well, Sam's keeping 3 safe tiles. Oh, now 2 safe tiles, letting go of the south.
Right.
Oh, Chrissy hits Tempai, but it's going to be Richie Nomi, but one of her waits the door.
Yeah.
So, okay, Chrissy declares Richie.
Yeah.
With 3-6-0. And Vinny hits Tempai too.
So do you think he's going to open chase? Or do you think he's going to just chase?
I think regular chase is fine because you want the Chun, right?
You want the Chun to come out, yep.
But Chun might be a bit spooky.
Okay, so Hirichi's Chun 2-man.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be Takame Ipeko Chun Dora. 450.
Actually, I would say for sure, like in Vinny's score situation, gotta reach you.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, he's pretty down there.
6-1, not feeling bad about it at all.
All right, so a bit of a Russian roulette now. Oh, there's a deal in tile. Eric goes around.
It's principled. It's very hard to push when there's 2 Richis on the table. It's probably better not to.
A 7-man.
And we all know
there's another one. It looks bad though. 7. If you're Christy, you're probably like, ooh, that's not so good.
Well, yeah, no choice but to.
No choice.
Throw a stick in, gotta. I live with it.
So Eric folds.
Sam's. Oh, that's interesting.
Christy keeps drawing Manzu, and it's quite scary. So does Vinny, though. So let's think about the outs for both Christy and Vinny. We see 2 3-6-0 there. We'd see 1-6-0 there. So at most 5 tiles. I think it's just 5. Yeah, I think there's no other 3-6-0.
Yeah,
oh no, there's one there. There's one
there.
And there's the deal in.
Here's the deal in. But
Christy gets her Richie Nomi.
Richie Nomi Yasume.
What do we get? And we get no Ura, but that's okay. So we get 1,300 points plus the
one Richie stick. Yep.
So
1,300 plus the 2,000.
So we're at 16-2. We're still not quite second, but we've entered our dealership with good momentum.
It's close running.
Absolutely. So it's going to be a Donnybrook, I think, as we get into the end of the game.
I'll be absolutely sad if Eric loses because of robbery. It'll be horrible.
All right. So Christie's high pie. Let's see. It's not bad. Not the best.
Don't say commentators curse, guys. Don't.
That's true.
Well, actually, the overlay might be a little bit scuffed since it still says Eric is the dealer. We've entered Christie's dealer.
Yeah, Christie's the dealer. Yep.
South 2. There was 4-1, and Sam has 1.
Sam might just call this down if he gets that tune.
I think Chrissy has the best shape, but it has to be closed
Shun
because
comes out.
there's no other Yakumen.
Sam overlooked the Chun. Is that right?
Well,
I mean, I wouldn't blame him based on the score situation.
it's two safe tiles, but the rest of his hand's just like
It's going to develop into Cheeto and he's going to be Tenpai. Watch. But Christie moves forward. Great fill. I think looking at 2 Shanten or 1.
She's really close.
She's close. She's close. A bit of a blank for Eric. He wants to keep Sanshoku open, doesn't he?
Which side will it form on? It's a
Right,
6,
right.
7, 8, or I mean,
He might hedge. Nope. It just goes out.
yeah. The interesting thing is that the 5-mon is, I mean, the 5 so is floating to a point where it could also be interpreted as a Ryankan. If you do draw the 4 so, just deal the 1 so, and then that will turn into.
Yep. Christie was Ishanten, by the way.
Oh. Yes.
So that's great for her dealership. She could get to Tenpai first. We'll see. Eric holding in place a bit here.
Yeah. It's deal 9, so if you draw the 2 so. Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's happening. It's happening, wait.
Doing. I mean, I don't think he's gonna really cheat the cheat toy.
So
Right?
Christie upgrades to a Ryankan, cuts the 1-mon.
Yes.
Although if she draws a 2-pin, it will be sad because she'll have to get rid of the red 5.
Well, she'll still have to. I would still take it.
I would still take it as the dealer. Yes, absolutely. And Eric was Ishanten too.
Sam's a Nishanten for the cheat toy, and this is a close fight for everyone.
Right, and we're not even out of row 1 yet. So yeah, there'll be some fireworks here. So Christie opts to keep 6-mon. I think she thinks maybe another Dora shape could form. Definitely a value play.
But
it does give up on a bit of efficiency.
Yeah, it lets her accept Dora, but you see 1 3-mon and 1 6-mon out already, so you don't want that to finalize into your pair. So as I say that, she draws another 6-mon, so it does become a pair. 7-pin discard.
We can go back to a Ryankan, perhaps?
It's probably, yeah. 7-pin discard. I would not cut the 3-pin because you don't want to eat the red 5.
That's right. You really want to keep that red 5. And so the nice thing about the Ryankan, so she cuts the 3-pin. Maybe she's seeing something about 4-pin?
I mean,
no, there are no 4-pins out.
It becomes a 3 6-mon 7-pin weight if you just take the Nobetan, but there's not a lot of 3 6-mon left.
She has so many of them.
Yeah, I mean, they're both like very middle tiles, so I wouldn't expect them.
So
Eric enters Ishan.
I think he's been Ishanten.
Huh?
I thought he was Ishanten already. Sorry, maybe not. Okay, a bit of a blank.
Wait, he was, but the pair would have been forced onto. I'm just having trouble keeping track of everyone's hands.
Yeah, no, there's a lot going on because everyone's close, right? So
and
it's
that's
tough.
Tenpai for Eric.
He damas.
Damas for Autosuke on the Hatsu, but if he summons the 9 so.
Oh,
it's
right, he can summon
right?
the 9 so. But he can also draw 8 so and then get confirmed Sanshoku, right?
And Christie is
Tenpai.
now in Tenpai. Better
I think that's a standard send.
Richie Dora-san. I think that's a Naka. That's 2 Akas. And
2 Akas and a regular Dora. So Richie 3 is a Mangan.
3. Steal a Mangan on the table.
Why not? Why not? So, Eric, Tsumogiri chases with Hatsu and 9 so. So Sam knows he's in danger and is trying to find the best way out of this hand. It's probably east. Yep. That's why he kept those, I'm sure. Oh no.
Oh,
So Christie deals into Ipatsu chase from Eric. Richi Ipatsu
so
no.
what Odora
Oh, it was
san?
an Ura.
Or
Richi Ipatsu
san?
Ura.
No, the deal
Ura-san.
in tiles
Oh
of
yeah, the deal on top.
9. So,
Well, anyway, it's a Mangan.
oh my god.
We got hard done, Wavin. We got hard done.
Oh, that's like the thing you at least
Right.
want to
So
see when Richie
right.
is
So
deal.
Christie and
It's
Eric
horrible.
were rivals in this game, right? Because they were
Yep.
similar point levels,
And
and
no, yeah, Eric takes a very comfortable second.
big moment for Yakumen. Absolutely. Vinny staring down at a Chitoi type Hypai.
No more Urasan.
Mahjong memes.
Yep.
So Sam's a bit over the place. Kind of doesn't matter. Sam's just cruising. Christie needs to shake it off and keep playing.
You have to stop Vinny from getting
Vinny
Ren
draws.
Shans. She would want to
He
stop Vinny
draws
from getting Ren Shans.
Chitoi Shanten. He keeps an East, a relatively good Chitoi tile, although he is dealer, so it might not come out so easily compared to if he wasn't dealer.
Right. So fighting for placement, the best play for Chrissy would be to keep Vinny from getting the Renchan. Might see plays where she might cooperate with Sam or Eric, but I don't. They're on like separate agendas given the very wide point spread.
Absolutely. Vinny
And
has an Anko. Do you think?
I mean, it's 1 out of 4, but there's enough pairs. It can happen. I know Vinny is the type of player
He
who
wants to make
definitely
it happen.
he definitely would see it.
Uh-huh.
I have my utmost confidence that Vinny sees it. But this will
So
be
let's
a
keep looking at Vinny's
huge.
hand. Yeah.
It would be a huge Gyakuten if it happened.
Right. So just for everyone on the stream, we're thinking that Vinny is looking at Suanko or concealed triplets. And well, it would require him to get some pretty lucky draws, but we know his style of play, and we can be sure that he's going to keep that possibility open for as long as possible.
I mean, he's taking the middle path between Chitoi Doradora and the legendary
Absolutely. And
Suanko.
by the way, this league does not have 4-copy Chitoi, so
If
that
the
limits a
fourth
bit. Yeah.
Pixel is drawn, it has to be thrown back for Chitoi.
Yep.
Or you could just Ankan and just go straight for the Toy Toy.
Now, Eric Ishanten for a pretty Pinfu-looking hand, yeah?
Oh.
Christie is a bit stuck in the middle. Can't quite fill it in. I think 2 Shanten. Vinny backfires the south.
I mean, we're looking to open on the south anyways.
Well, every time I try to do Chito, I always have like 2 other pairs that come out.
I mean, it's just the nature of Chito. Sam draws the
Absolutely.
last Haku, so I guess Suanko might not be happening unless all
Right.
stars align. It'll be difficult.
But Vinny doesn't know that, right? So do you think he's going to greed, or do you think he might like let's just say he draws 3-pin Anko?
Oh, yeah, then I definitely would greed in that situation. Just out of this point
You
situation.
can see, yeah, you can see that it's absolutely racing through his mind right now.
Yep.
Everyone keeping their lone copy of the Dora. Is that all of them? 1, 2, 3. No, Christie doesn't have one.
No, it's just
There's
there's
1 floating
3
Dora.
players with 1, and then there's like 1 left on the wall. So,
Yep.
guess who's
Now,
gonna pair it up?
who's gonna get it? And
Who's
I
gonna
mean,
get it?
if Vinny draws the last Hatsu, I think he might settle for Chitoi.
I mean, if Eric Tempies, he's gonna let it rip too. Just reach him.
Right. Well, right. But if he draws the Hatsu, he'll be Tenpai.
Yes. Well, he would just pair swap. Hmm?
Yep. Let's see. Right. So if he draws the Hatsu, he cuts 6-so to be Tenpai on East. And East looks kind of good. It's a once cut honor. But yeah, he is dealer, so it might come out reluctantly. Sam, sensing danger, I think.
Well, where the Hatsu at?
Yep.
No one sees where.
That's the mystery. Befuddling all the players this round. So
Also, I
many stuff
guess
to think about all green.
well, they already
Or
cut the
something like that.
7, so you can't use the 8, so or at least I don't think you can. Well, unless you draw another one.
Yeah. Yeah. No. But it's true that Sozu are very expensive on this board.
Harakiri, the 3-man.
Mm-hmm.
Or so what's that trying to show the other players? I was trying to throw it off their scent. It's like it says it's showing okay, might have some lower Manzu, but in truth.
Yeah. I feel like people aren't really reading into it because the core mystery is that of the Dora.
Right.
Okay, so Vinny calls it down. He wants to call, well, anything really. He's willing to cut the Hatsu to Tenpai.
I mean, he has to unless someone throws a stick in.
He has given up on Chitoy.
If we're in last place on our last deal or self 3, I'd do it too. It's not so much will you, but it looks spooky, but you just have to do it. And in fact, I'll probably Saki Giri it.
Yeah.
At this point.
So yeah, that's a good point. If you're committed to it, right?
Yeah, if it becomes this like spooky, just like hedge the risk a little bit. Say, okay, I'll just get rid of it now, and that way it won't like bite me later. Because now we know we've gone through like well over like 3/4 of the tiles, heading into the last row of discards.
Yep, and certainly Sam's Dora isn't coming out, so people are starting to look for K10.
Mm-hmm. So if I was Vinny, because I desperately need to be in 10 point, keep the dealership.
So Eric has a 4-so. So I think there's one 4-so left in the wall. Christie can call.
Mm-hmm.
He chooses not to and gets an 8-pin back.
8-pin.
So Vinny drawing blanks, keeps drawing Manzu.
I was a little bit when and wish it didn't keep the door that long. Could use any of those sequences nearby, at least like call into Tenpai. Even though it drastically weakens the hand towards the last row, just like keeping your dealers more important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ah, c'est la vie.
So Christie definitely has too many pairs. Not looking good. So Vinny keeps drawing blanks.
We need that Tenpai, but
yeah, everyone is looking for Tenpai. No one has gotten there.
I don't think Sam wants a Tenpai.
No, Sam does not want to be Tenpai. Watch him end up like Hatsutanki.
What do I do with these pairs?
Yeah. No, it's Chitoi Shanten, right? So she might be able to draw her way to Tenpai on the last draw.
Boards are close enough that it will affect placement against Vinny.
Yep. Well, anything you can do from this position is good. And that's no, I got glitchy. I thought it was Tenpai. So we throw the one so. Not there. We do have one draw left, isn't it?
Vinny has to go to
Oh, and
Hatsu
there it
now.
goes. And nothing happens.
And nothing happens. I wonder why.
Everyone evacuates.
Big
Everyone
chip,
tosses the Dora.
big debate. Now, 2 draws left. Christy and Vinny. Will Vinny get to Tempa? Stay tuned shortly. 210 comes up.
No. It's
Oh,
no 10.
no 10 for
No
Super
10 for
Sad.
all, isn't it?
No points
So,
get exchanged.
no. But we do add a Honda.
But adding 1 Hamba and heading into Orasu on Eric's dealership. So
Okay.
Eric's going to be looking to slowly build up points to challenge Sam for first.
And that's a long road. It takes a lot of it can't, I mean, unless you get crazy lucky, it can't be done in one hand.
Right. Well, you're gonna have to play it slow and steady. I'd say like sometimes you might even want to even just Dama if you already have a Yaku to aim for a direct hit, because both sumo and direct hits going to damage.
And let it go to repeats. By the way, the Dora is Haku, so Christy has 1. Everyone's high pie looking a little Kokushi, to be honest, but
Vinny has pair south, but need to look for value to overtake.
Eric's hand isn't looking the best either.
Yeah, well, it's a Ryangkan.
Sam looks like Chitoy. Sam advances his Chitoy.
No, Chitoy is actually probably one of the best Yaku to push for, because like it has its balance of defense. You could pair drop, and you're not exactly like the drawback of Chitoy is that it advances slowly, but at the same time you aren't forced into pushing. You could just pair drop anytime you want. So
yeah, and he can totally afford to do that from his point situation.
Except he draws a 7-8-9, so
no, but we don't want it.
No.
Not our tile. So we started getting a little mystery of the Dora. A few people have 1, isn't it? Christy has 1.
It's going to be the same like last stand, when everyone has 1 and everyone's equally sus. But
it's possible. Now, Christy, being in her position, let's see. She needs a big enough hand to move forward. And if it's a small, let's just say a Nomi again, like she got, you absolutely wouldn't want to Riichi that, because it would almost confirm your placement without the possibility of direct hitting Eric, for example.
Right, but more than that, it would also
fill, though. Go ahead.
It would also put her at risk against Vinny, who is very thirsty for an overtake, I'd imagine. Like it's all South 4. Most certainly.
Christy Sakigiri is the Dora. I think it's a good play.
Because you're going to get Pinfu, right?
Absolutely, yep. Pinfu is good here, and Pinfu is a great Dama option.
Just get lock in the placement.
Yeah. I mean, as the captain, I'd like to see some points gained here, but it may not be possible. So this is Tempai.
I mean, Riichi is okay too. It's early enough. Riichi Pinfu Dora 2 or 5-8 Mon.
Yep. With a run, it's Mangan. I know. No, sorry. In any case, it's Mangan. So Vinny thinks about it.
Vinny
so you want to break Ipatsu.
No, but what would it do to Vinny's shape if he does take it?
Yeah. No, he's interesting. So he cut pair cutting south. There was one. Oh no, it was dead already. It was dead. It could have only been his pair.
Right. So it's going from Honitsu now to Chinitsu, but going back a little bit by dropping that pair.
Right. And yeah, I think we'll definitely see him pushing the Chinitsu if he gets close.
But little does you know that because the Riichi stick is thrown in, it's actually possible to overtake with Honitsu. Wait. No, it's not. No, it's not.
No.
You have to You have to get that Ipeiko.
Right. And no calling there. So Vinny does extend
Or
his
the
Soju shape.
E2.
He's gonna have to drop the sweaty 3/5 mon. Sweaty even for him. We know it's
Oh,
steel in tile, but it
well,
would be sweaty for anyone.
that Paimon might be the kiss of death.
Right. So Christie draws another Sozu that Vinny can call. So now he has a decision to make, and the 5 mon goes out, and Christie calls run for a Mangan.
That's 8,000 points to Christie.
Yep. And so I think we needed to do that. Great Ricci. It's not the placement that we like. Weren't able to direct hit Eric, but with the with the Chinitsu coming down the line, it was a welcome sight to see. Vinny drops his face down on the table, realizing what has happened, and that is the game. So final score, Sam, a big top, right?
Oh,
Big top.
For sure. Well, Dorna goes closing in second. That's for sure.
Right.
Eric takes a comfortable second place, 26.
Yep. So in the finals format, I think you take your scores with you, right? So it's actually important, even if you're feeling pretty good about being in the finals, you want to bring a higher score with you if possible. Is that?
Yeah, for sure. Well, with the placement being as close as it is, I'll remember the finals is 3 Hanchans between the top 4 teams, so that means that there's more than enough room for upsets.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so that does it for table 1. I think we'll be back in a few minutes for table 2. This will be the table with the Destroyers, so it's definitely going to be interesting. And Weibin, your teammate Calvin's playing, so I think you'll be sweating for him.
My thoughts and prayers goes out to him. But
so yes, with this,
gonna...
so let's have a look at the new standings. So now Destroyers, so must be the game 2 ended. Destroyers went down a bit. Sours went up. So
Calvin.
It's looking like a pretty wet board in terms of like positive scores. Yeah, between the top 3 now. Top 3 are positive and climbing up towards the Destroyers.
It's slow and steady progress, but it's still pretty far ahead. Well, this will definitely be interesting because I wonder how the dynamics are going to play out. Like, will other players be intentionally playing to keep the Destroyers from gaining any more foothold than they already have, or will they play like more for their team points? Because a lot of the bounties have been going towards the first place prize pool, so first place is huge in this tournament, like really huge.
Absolutely. Well, we'll see it in just a couple minutes, maybe a 5 to 10 minute break, and then we'll come at you with Table 2 stream game. Thank you for watching so far.
11.1. Next is Michael
Oh, wait,
from the
hold on. I think we
Falcons.
just became live.
Oh,
I'm not sure. Okay, yes. Okay, so Wayman, go ahead. Start again.
okay, so on the other table, we have Calvin from the Brooklyn Sours coming in first at 66.7, followed by Christine from the Emperor Penguins at 11.1, followed by Michael from the Peregrine Falcons at minus 14.3, and lastly, Josh from the Destoyers at minus 64.5.
Oh, wow. So the Destroyers kind of took a downgrade. Oh, yeah, we saw that, right? We saw that on the standings. That's what happened.
Oh,
So they're not invulnerable.
they're not
And so,
immortal.
yes. So going into this, actually, let's see, Destroyer, Sours, Emperor Penguins are on the same table, and the Falcons. So this is sort of a game about the Falcons trying to go up, right? Because they're the only one who's not in the top four.
Right, it's going to be another close game, I can just tell. And Calvin has got some good flow from his first game, so I'm hoping pulls it through for our team. Well,
Nice,
maybe
nice.
being biased.
Yeah, of course. And in the first game, I was looking out for Christie. So we all get our turn.
Oh, for sure. Okay, so heading into the first hand, we start with Josh on his first
Flips
dealer.
2 reds.
Ooh. And
Let's see
those
what
are
the
some
board
good
is.
shapes too.
Yep. So it's callable. Well, maybe.
Oh,
We'll see if we can pair up the East or the Chun.
oh, Christine with a complete set of 3-4-5. Mon. Three,
Christine's hand
what is
is
it?
looking
3,
pretty good.
4, 5, 6, 7. Mon.
Right. So that's a very wide. Is it a very wide 3 shanten?
That's a, like,
Like that.
the camera got blurry for a moment. So,
Yeah. Calvin has a pair of Hakus. He might call that down.
mm-hmm. But all three tunes come out. This is yeah, it's
That,
3 Sean 10, or I think it's 3 or
but with
4.
very, very wide acceptance.
Mm-hmm. So Calvin is just pulling the Hakun go, but I think he passed on the first
Yes.
Hakun. Yes.
Yep. He'd like some value.
Mm-hmm.
All right. A great draw for Michael. 1 shanten. Needs to get rid of that 5-mon. Red 5-mon.
Getting rid of a red 5-mon might not be what he wants, but at least Tempai maybe will do it. Is Itsu on the board now? Just need a
Maybe
2-mon or 8-mon.
8-mon.
Now, this complicates things for Michael, yes. Just deals it.
Yeah.
East, this one's cut.
Calvin can call north too. Is that right?
Yes, he can. That explains why he chose not to call the first time. Okay,
So Christine's thinking about Itsu, yeah, but maybe not.
yes, but
Keeps the Sanmen-chan.
yes. Michael is a difficult choice, and discards the red 5.
What do you think about Eitso there?
8, so wait, from
I think I saw
Josh.
that. Oh, no. I think that Michael could have cut an Eitso to like first.
Oh,
Oh wait,
Calvin
no.
pawns the second.
Right. No, you're
Oh, he's gonna
no.
enter Honitsu Dora 2.
Mm.
or manga.
I'm sorry, I got the people confused on who was
Uh,
cutting what.
So
That is a headless
very,
Ishanten.
that's a very wide Ishanten.
Yeah, see that 8 so. I was wondering if that would come out first, but it didn't. Michael plays pretty fast, so you don't have a lot of
This
time
might be.
to.
This is when I get my just desserts for playing too quickly the other game. Now everyone's
Oh
playing a little
yeah.
bit quickly.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay, so that's
Calvin
Tempai,
enters Tenpai on the
5-pin
5
north.
pin north. Yes.
A
Yeah, that
dangerous weight.
Dean with the super
Dora
wide.
on one side and Yakuhai on the other.
Okay,
Michael
so
is Tempai.
does he take it? I think here it might be more judicious to just deal the 8 pin and wait for a better Tenpai.
Like as far
But
as he knows, the red 5-pin is still outstanding. He might
mhm,
want to wait around for it a little bit.
yeah, I'll just say maybe I'll deal 8 pin and Dama for better shape. Or
He just
well,
sends it with the 7-pin Kanchan.
Richinomi. Well, since it's the club name.
Yep.
And Calvin is
The Ricci animation was blocking some of it, but yeah.
Tsumogiri is the Hatsu. Christine enters the Tenpai 2 for the 258 mon, but she has to push a 4 or a 7 pin.
So 4-pin is okay, but 7-pin isn't. So let's see what she chooses. She doesn't take Tenpai.
Wait. The 3 mon isn't
The
safe
3 isn't
either?
safe either.
Question mark. But that does put Itsu on the board, I think. So
But didn't she cut a 9 mon earlier?
wait.
Yeah, she cut a
Yeah,
9
she
mon
did.
earlier.
Wait.
So that
So
would have been a win if
should it?
she'd taken Tenpai. That would have been Ipatsusumo, right?
Oh, she went the alternative path, then sure. But I don't
Right,
know.
right.
At this point,
So
it's
yeah,
I think that might be a fold, but
yes,
they see something I don't.
sure. But that's
But
see, like
what makes
you
this?
hate to see this.
What makes it 3 months safe? Hmm.
I also happen to know that Christine is battling some kind of a cough, so she might be
Oh,
struggling in this game too if that's been bothering her.
that's rough. Well,
The
yeah, they. So the way it works is that we kind of just name the players like roughly the weekend of the game, and pretty much you have to go, or the captain decides to like send in a pitch hitter, but it has to be the day, like at least 1 day in advance. That's really rough.
right.
The playing when you're compromised state.
Yeah. Well, we don't know for sure. We can only
Oh,
guess from here. So now a dangerous draw.
so
We can
Calvin
throw
put. Wait, I was expecting that he might have just swapped out the
for
9
the
pin.
9-pin. That's what I thought too.
Yes,
But he was thinking of making the wait longer, maybe, but didn't
yes,
want
but
to deal
discard
into
the
the.
door.
Yeah. So this is kind of just a fold now, I think, from Christine.
Mm,
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
well, 9 so safe. Calvin.
And oh yeah, and
Josh
Josh
is
has been.
just Tenpai on 5 mon for a while, but
I totally missed that tempo. Actually, I've been
yeah, we're talking about
the whole time
a
thinking
lot of the
about.
other players.
Yeah.
Just Michael's Ricci, Calvin's Honitsu, and
Mhm.
Christine's being actually possibly being sick, well, forced to play regardless.
Well, we don't know. We don't know.
possibly.
Okay, so that's a relatively safe tile. Genbutsu even, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
but he's in Ricci, so we can't take.
he thought about it for a second, and I was like, wait.
Okay, Stanzo. Genbutsu to the Ricci.
How many tiles we've got left? Just a few. So this 2-5 so looks extremely dangerous. And it's about
Yeah.
what do we do instead?
Uh,
It just goes out. And Calvin deals the backside of the Dorasuji. A very scary. Well, no, it's a Genbutsu. Sorry, it's a Genbutsu to the Ricci. So that's good. Josh gets a concerning tile.
I'll keep Tempai. He has to deal either 4 or the 6, but
He breaks it.
Breaks it.
Yep. Why stick your neck out?
There.
I do understand that at their position. Dang, I think Michael got a manicure for this.
That's
Calvin
sumo.
Sumos. Honitsupe Dora Dora? Peihaku Dora Dora. Honitsupe.
Peihaku Dora 2. Honitsu is a
Haneman.
Haneman.
3,000, 6,000. A big win to start this game for the Sours.
My boy Calvin.
So Calvin goes to first. Josh eats a dealer payment. But it's okay, it's still pretty close. And anyway, they can afford to take fourths. All right, so it's Christine's dealer. Let's see if she can bounce back from
Or a
the last
6 pin. And she has 2. There seems to be a bit of quite a few pairs in here.
I would be most concerned for Christine remembering to draw her first tile.
Oh,
it looks like
right.
Chitoy. Wait, is it? Wait. Oh no, no, it's not. It's not Tenpai. For a second, I thought.
Okay.
All right, so we've got the first tile, which is always good to see.
Mm-hmm.
A powerful hand.
That definitely has firepower behind that. I think like one of the reds. There's
Michael
a red flag.
looks Kokushi.
It's got a lot of defense value.
Yep.
Calvin's got a Penzu set, but a little bit medium, yeah.
Josh moving ahead. Still keeping some safety.
8-1. Steelers coming with the
is Ishanten?
With 3 door.
Christine. Chito Ishanten.
Oh, no. Wait. Was it Chito?
Is it Ishanten? Let's see.
Who?
No.
2 Shanten?
It's because she had an Anko of the 8-month, so that's why I thought she was 1. So nice pair up for Michael.
But dealer coming in 3 doors, a little bit scary. Little do they know. There's only been 2-3 discards in.
They wouldn't know. Okay, so this is a great Ishan. No.
It is an Ishanten. Right? It's a Kutsuki 2-5 mon. I think what was that, a 6? Goes with the 6s.
Right. So Christine can make a normal hand out of what she has right now as well. So I think she's thinking about that. Swaps the 1 so for a 1 mon.
Yeah, it's 2-5 mon 6 so Kutsuki. So any tile adjacent to one of those would make the Tenpai.
Great shape.
I think like the best tile would be another 1 mon draw, since that would be a 2-5 mon 3-6 mon.
Right. So with that 4-pin draw, Christine could call this down for Tanya as well by cutting two 1-pins.
Mhm.
So as dealer, we might be able to see that. No, is there a pawn? Okay, there's the pawn from
that's-
Michael. That's two Shanten still. But a Yaku confirmed. We'd like to see that.
That's a tenpai on 7 so, but one has been caught already. It would be a Richinomi.
You just Dama it, maybe. He
Uma.
Damas. So he's Dama Tenpai for 7 so only.
Mhm.
No Yaku, he'd have to sumo it. And Christine probably switching to a normal hand at this point. Yep. There goes the 1-pin. Michael looking probably kind of tenpai to the other players.
Well, that thinking about taking out. That would be interesting. It would have been possible to take a step back from tenpai to upgrade the
And
tile
there we go.
acceptance.
A Ryanmen. Tanyao Dora. Rishi Tanyao Dora 3.
On the
Right?
dealer.
Yep. Waiting for 3-6 so.
That is spicy.
So getting an Ura on a run would be Haneman. Sumoing it would be Haneman.
Yikes. There's a 7 so,
Yep.
but Calvin can't take it. His hand is
Goo. Yep. And just as well, he probably didn't push this hand, because if he were to deal in to Christine, he'd just be like, whoa, why did I do that?
right.
With Richinomi.
No, the sad things that I probably would have just like discard the 8 so and just kept like the 6 so floater with the 2/5 mon for the
So Michael
greatest
advances.
Ishan.
Michael advances to Ishan
So
here.
I would have dealt in. Yeah.
Wants to play it safe, cuts the norths. So that's back to 2 Shanten, isn't it? That's the deal in tile.
But we know that the 1 mon's Gambutsu, so I'm hoping he does it. Yes.
Right. So he goes back to Ishanten. Who knows? If he gets a 3 so, he absorbs 3 deal in tiles and resumes his prior weight. For example. Now, 6 so. There's 2 6 so's here. So let's count.
6 so.
And there were 2 in Calvin's hand, right? Of the 3 6 so. So that's down to 4.
Is it just there's 1 in the discard pool? So there's 3 left?
Sounds right.
Okay, there's another one. So Calvin resumes
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Just like we drew it up.
Sounds like commentator's Thursday.
So
there's
Calvin
2
back
outs
down
left.
7 so. Yep.
There's 2 outs left for Christine. Now, how many 7 souls are there? There's
2 in the pond.
Wait, 2.
There's 2 in the pond.
Yes, there is 2 in the pond. I didn't see the one all the way side.
Calvin has gotten something concerning. It's a 5 so.
Does he
Now?
No.
Will he jam it?
There's 2 7 souls. Oh.
He jams it.
Jams it.
Or Richi Pinfu. No Dora.
Chase. Higher variance.
Now we have 4 7 so as a weight. Scene. Looking. Michael gets the deal in tile.
He might get tempted since.
Well, what are the other options? It's bad, right? He only has bad options. The Gold Room player might play 9 mon, thinking that terminals are safer, which they can be.
Everything is bad.
And deals into Calvin's Ipatsu. So Richi Ipatsu Pinfu is 3,900.
Goes off
no
the 7,
Ura.
so no Ura.
Right, so that's 3,900. Interesting. But there wasn't a lot of safety, I guess, in Michael's
Yeah.
hand. He could have. He could have thrown 9-mon, which was Genbutsu to Calvin, but not Genbutsu to Christine. And so choosing to not deal into the dealer.
Well, dealer had a monster hand, so that was probably.
So perhaps a better call.
Yes.
Michael is dealer in East 3. The Dora is, well, currently unknown. It's a
Chun.
good looking hand, I think. Well, there's a few fluff there, but
I think just being able to call the Chun and make this a callable hand is going to go a long way to keeping the dealership.
Absolutely.
And Calvin also is paired of Yakuhai's Hatsu. Dora is
kind of medium here. They're all playing very fast as well.
Yeah.
All right, so South goes out from Christine, pretty normal. Now, there's the Chun.
There's the Chun. Now you could be concealed and
right. Play for max efficiency, link up your middle tiles.
Calvin has an Anko the Haku too?
It's not Anko.
Oh, pair.
It's pairs.
My pair.
Yeah. Now it could come out right now. There it is.
I'll take it.
Take it.
Pay, I guess.
Yeah, probably pay it. Yep, that's standard. The now useless Haku comes out again. Oh, a good improvement. Yep.
Good, yeah. So now those tiles on the right side that aren't connected.
So Calvin gets a Ryanman 2. He's Ishan 10.
Mm-hmm.
He can pawn the Hatsu. At which point people will be very scared of him because there's the possibility for Daisangen. No one else knows that Michael. Well, only Michael knows that it's not possible.
But yeah, they will be at
everyone else will be scared. Yep.
Yep. Yes. Just seeing coupons of honor tiles, they will be a little bit sussed out for even a Honitsu. Correct. Or even a toy, because any of those combinations could land into manga territory.
If you're Calvin, absolutely, you take it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the door is a terminal, so
right.
It's scary.
So lateral movement for Michael.
Hey, that's a good good Sakigiri, because we know the 6-0 can't. We don't want to expand the hand any further since it's full of down shapes.
And 9-mon is, well, it's pretty safe now. So is this a shape overflow? Yep. Mm-hmm. So goes headless. Calvin not advancing.
Oh, there's
Hatsu. And everyone looks up.
Masaka. It's Masaka.
I don't think there's a glossary entry for Masaka in the directory Wavin.
Can it be?
Yeah.
Can it be the Yabai 32?
Right. So everyone's scared of Daisangen because there still aren't any Chun out. Everyone except Michael.
Everyone except Michael, who knows? It's here.
Advancement. We will see some advancement, right, from Michael, where other people are going to start slowing it down.
Mm-hmm. Still might be scary even without it.
There's 9-pin. All right, but it's Calvin's pair now.
All right, it's for 5-8-pin.
So Josh kind of just floating around as the danger builds, not wanting to stick his neck out too much.
Yeah, there are so many reasons why this looks dangerous, but little did I know. It's just Yakuhai.
So this is Tenpai. If Michael cuts 7-pin, he's on a 4-so-8. Does he think 7-pin will pass?
Wait, is that a Ricci?
Yep, he's Menzen, so it's 4-so only.
And Calvin draws a Dora immediately and starts contemplating.
Right, and see, this makes sense, right? Michael knows there's no Daisangen risk. Everyone else thinks he's absolutely insane.
And Calvin breaks his Tenpai, dealing the 7-pin.
Would you push it there? I'm not sure.
It is rough, but at the same time, oh, I see. Because he has a 9-pin pair, he had 3 save tiles, but it's only the beginning of the second row. It's iffy. It's iffy. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, what do you think about 9-pin, 9-pin instead, right?
9-pin, 9-pin would keep the shape together and set up a Dora Tanki. Yeah, that would make more sense.
Josh, open Ricci's.
Open Ricci, seeing that Calvin's folded, probably.
Right, so open Ricci, 1 4-so. Open Ricci pin
clear of the open reach.
And Adora.
Now Michael's like, oh, I'm never getting this 4-so from other players at least.
Adora is Mangan. And the Takame is Ipeko. So the Takame is Sumo Ipeko. Does that change the value to Hanemon? Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Is it like,
so, suddenly dangerous for a reason that no one was thinking of.
Then clear of the open Ricci. And Michael's probably looking down, thinking, it's not looking that good. He could still sumo the 4-so. He could still sumo the 4-so.
Absolutely. He has coverage over half of the outs. So Calvin, under stress, keeps the Ryanman. He knows. Okay, so Christine folding out a bit.
Actually, now that I think of it, it makes sense to fold in Calvin's situation just because of point situation. If it was like net 0, I might actually just push.
Right, that's true. That's true. Okay, so he returns to Tenpai. Dora Tanki. So now they all have coverage over each other's weight. So it's kind of a sumo battle. Assuming Christine can fold this 4-so.
Christine just neutralized 2 of the 4-so.
Yep. So 7-so comes out. 4-so goes in.
Oh,
and there's
and
a
he
4-so for Michael.
sumos the 4-so.
So Ricci Sumo Chun Dora. Ura. Ricci Sumo Chun Dora Ura. It's still just Mangan, right?
Mangan, yeah. But a dealer Mangan, which is...
Oh, yes. 4,000 all.
And I was
tidy
thinking...
Mangan Sumo. Go ahead.
If Michael drew that 1-so, that would have been a disaster.
That would have been a big disaster. Absolutely. The Destoyers would be back to their destroying ways. Though, for Josh, it wouldn't have been enough for first. Calvin would still have been...
Calvin would have taken the double roll.
Oh, right. Yeah, right.
That would have been the sole first. But okay.
Michael with a nice high pie.
Stealth Dora.
Calvin with a Tanyao high pie.
But with 2 of the 2-3 Yamens, Tanyao would be difficult to open for.
That's true.
So both Christine and Josh has 1 south. It's interesting to see how this will play out.
Oh, and Michael has 1 too.
Oh. Wait.
What happened there?
So I might have mixed the players. Oh wait, no, Josh has 1 too.
Yeah.
Okay, so they all have 1.
They all have 1. It's a repeat of the other game that we saw.
Oh no. Table bias.
So Michael upgrades to a Ryankan. Doesn't want to cut the Dora though. So he keeps it.
Yeah, it's fair, because otherwise
Absolutely.
the hand value would be too.
Totally. So, Calvin in a headless Ishanten looking for a pair.
It's interesting. Dealt the 6, 7, 7, 8.
Jean advances, has to cut a Haku. Still not cutting her south.
Oh, that 9 so makes things interesting. Would you drop a 8 so?
Well, there's 2 9-sos out.
Oh, yes.
I think that's the reason, the singular reason not to, but you're absolutely right. Otherwise, we're looking at Ipeko. But I think Michael wants to throw the Dora now. He doesn't, he goes around. Sensing danger in his dealership.
Calvin gets the Yakumen, but is headless.
He could, I mean, if he wanted to be callable, he could cut 1 2 so. But
there was the option.
Yep. So a blank for Christine. Too many shapes. So the normally nice 7 so just goes out. But is this a but?
Wait, so if this is callable, then it's a Honitsu, right?
Yeah. If he wants, if he must have been considering that. Or Chinitsu, even. So it's still Ishanten, but one of the shapes improves to a Ryanmen. He has to drop the red 5 pin to get that upgrade. There's also a distant possibility of Sanshoku.
Oh, he just goes straight for efficiency.
Yep.
Dropping the red 5 pin.
Yeah, and I think he's doing that because he sees the Sanshoku as a replacement value, you know?
Yes. And also, like, just dropping the red 5 pin makes the tiles nearby just seem a lot less dangerous.
Christine advances to Ishanten. She'd have to cut the Dora to be Tempai, but I think if she got the right tile for it, she would. So, interesting. Chi. Now, is this heading in Honitsu? Is this heading in Chanta, perhaps? I wouldn't head towards Chanta because we see the 2 9-sos in the pond.
Right. There's one last 9 so left, but that's like a very narrow path there.
Well, there's one of those Wanmans that is really desired.
Going for the Itsu, maybe? Was that Itsu?
Yeah. Well, for Calvin's Sanshoku, he wanted that 1 so. Or 1 month, sorry. So this doesn't really do anything.
Because it didn't keep the Liangkan, but it's already. Yeah, you already have the maximum tile acceptance from being headless Ishanten.
Yep.
If you break the other side, it's gonna affect that.
So Christine not locking it in. Christine hangs onto the Dora for dear life.
It looks.
Coming against another 5 pin. It could have been his pair. He regrets it.
He hates it.
Josh not really advancing, but okay. Enough is enough. The Dora goes out, and nothing happens. She loves to see it. Michael's now. What is Michael planning?
I guess at this point, maybe just K10, but everyone else.
It's too early. It's too early for K10.
But from that Shanten, it's heading towards that range.
Yep.
But I mean, at the same time, everyone else looks so suspicious. Calvin just yeeted like a red 5. Like.
Yep.
And,
so Michael upgrades to Ryanmen, but he cut a 5-mon before, so it's no good. Regardless, he takes it.
Where's the Yaku?
Yeah, no Yaku. So really, he's absorbing the unsafe tile more than.
Mm-hmm. Here, oh, I see. If he
Still
goes back,
headless.
no, because he threw back the 3 so before, that will put him in 3-10 if he does 10 fight on that side. So instead, he just chooses to keep the 5-7.
I see.
Kanchan.
He wants to be able to run.
Mm-hmm.
So, a dangerous looking 5-mon. Actually, it's dangerous.
A lot of things look
Michael,
suspicious.
yeah, things look suspicious. That's for sure. Ah, Michael sees Toy. No, wait, he cheated. 1, 2, 3. No, so it's not Toy.
And now Calvin, because he dealt the 9 too, he cannot
so
upgrade off the 8.
But meanwhile,
I
yeah,
see that.
it's Honitsu.
Nope.
So now he's 1 Shanten. There's one of those famous 5s. Now that could be a 2-5-8 pair weight
Oh,
in the future.
he drops.
But he starts folding. He cuts. That was
No.
2, 3, 4, right? No.
Wait, it's a. Yeah, he broke up the shape on the Pinzu, but he has a 2 through 8 mon all consecutive on the Monzu side. So
Okay, so
he
Michael
might just
commits.
be going around it, but I don't know. Wait.
But he could have cut 5-7 so to do the same thing, right?
Right. That's a part I was trying to.
But he's scared of
about.
Sozu because
Oh,
Michael.
yeah.
That's probably what
That's
it is.
why. Yeah, I was wondering why he chose the Yakumen break instead, but Lou doesn't know it's Michael's. Only we know Michael's not in
Yeah,
Tenpai.
this
It looks
is
a little bit
all bark-
freaky.
It's all bark no bite so far. Although he's Shanten. Now he needs a 6 so to make it happen.
Mhm.
That's for sure. In the current shape. 1 is there. None in Christine's hand. Christine gets a dangerous looking Sozu.
Oh no, Sozu.
Now, does it go out? Or do we maybe cut 1 pin instead?
Let's see, there's two souls out, 2, 3 souls. Oh wait, and there's a tree with the 2, 3, so there's 3 of the 2 souls. So
Michael
no.
moves straight ahead. 7 pin isn't the best, but it goes out.
You can tell Calvin's just trying to counteract the flush. Yeah. He's conscious of it.
He's scared of Chun. Chun looks bad. It's 1 cut.
It's cut, but it's
and indeed, Michael has 1, but it's not effective yet. And there it goes. Suddenly, Calvin can breathe.
It's like, it was safe after all.
Yep.
So,
okay. So now he cuts the Chun.
He also sees most of the 2, 3 souls.
Mm-hmm.
So it's possible to push, but I don't see any reason to. It's just the hand's just not at the point where it justifies the risk.
Even Michael must be feeling it that we're getting late. But keeps going. 4 pin isn't the worst. Now,
but that is a Tenpai, though no Yaku on the 6, so
Calvin?
For Calvin, yes.
Yep. Then there's a 6 so. So Christine is shutting it down. And there's oh my god. Oh my god. So will he be Dora Tanki or will he be East Tanki?
I mean, I'll take the Dora.
I'll take the Dora, yeah.
I agree.
Everyone's already suspicious of me, so I might as well go for the max value.
Everyone don't want to cut it. Like, if anyone else does.
Yep. So Michael takes non-Tanki. He's locked and loaded to go.
Haku? 2 out?
There's only 1 south left. Is that right? Michael has 1 and there's 2 in the pond.
1, 2, yes.
Christine dropped it early. long time ago when she was still thinking about a hand.
And that Hatsu,
Oh, wait.
is that Hatsu totally live?
Wait, yeah, but hang on. Josh is or has been Tenpai on 5-pin.
Oh, he jams.
I'm not sure if he became Tenpai just
Sweet.
by drawing that Forso and he did that little towel flick, or if he has been Tenpai and we didn't notice it. Oh, the wrong one. The wrong honor. Haite. And it's a 4-pin. It looks pretty good, so it goes out.
It's fine. It's 3
So we can
people on
accept
Tenpai.
Yep, so we can accept the relatively small Tenpai payment from Christine. So we're going to go to a repeat.
Is that
East
the
3,
too
Honba
big
2.
Honba?
We will be
Or-
Honba 2 after this game. In this next round.
So I would say anyone would want to take that Honba payment.
Absolutely.
Sure.
3,000 points are on the board. Michael opens
That
up
is
an
a
extremely
good
good-looking
shape.
Hypai.
That's so good.
It's so good, he might just toss East to start it off. My God. Wait, hold on a second. No, okay, he's
That's
easy
Shanten.
Easy Shanten. It's gross, but
It's. I mean, it's
I'm
still.
glad.
It's
I'm glad he's not Tenpai.
just opening the hand and it's Ishanten. And it's a good Ishanten.
Well, that's how you play. That's how you play Mahjong. Mahjong is easy. Just draw your Shanten Hypais. That's all you have to do. No advancement, but that's what we
I
would expect
learned this
for your Shanten.
power. And I learned this
And
power.
no one is aware of this.
Yeah, everyone just sees normal discards. Okay, like 8. It's like Sotoga.
Yeah, and we're looking also, at a. Okay, that's Ishan 10 for Christine. Although
Sounds-
it's a worse shape all around. So, and Christine needs some points. So if she reaches Tenpai first, you could be sure this early on that she'll go. But will she be chased by Michael? Yeah, I think so. The Falcons need the points.
Oh, from here Calvin's thinking this should be a 9 so discard because you have a pair already. But discard's the 1. 2 pin. 1 2 pin shape.
Surely he's not sensing danger this early. So Christine thinks about this possible shape improvement, right? She could cut the 5 so and then expand around 2 3 4 mon. Takes it. So there goes the 5 so. Michael still sitting Shanten.
I mean, he's not giving any signs that he.
Absolutely. It looks like a bog standard hand, except that he cut double East first. Josh is Chitoi Shanten?
Oh my goodness.
Did I see that right? Did I see that right?
What? Wait.
Christine thinks about Chitoi, but Karagiri's instead. And those are the threes. That's the 3 that Michael needs. He could have called it to Tenpai, but it would have been a bad one. It's so early, you want that Richi value.
Oh my god, that is Chitoi Shanten. But you have 2 Yakuhai, so at the same time, you kind of want to pawn
you can call it down. Yeah, and it great shapes on what's left. So I think he's keeping both options open. Absolutely.
I thought the Destroyers would definitely run it down for Honitsu by calling it there.
You can fly too close to the sun.
Oh, here actually is interesting. If you discard the 2 soul, that would actually put you at a very wide.
Yeah, it's about it. Is it wider than having this round man? Goes out though.
It would let you accept 3, 4, 6, 7. So yeah, I'd say it is, but you might not get the pinful.
Yep.
That's like one of those strange shapes where you just have like a nested two-sided kanchan between the Shabo.
So Josh pushes a little closer to Chitoy. He got rid of that. He got rid of a Ryanman to keep a 2-mon. Maybe he sees it as a better Chitoy final weight, closer to the edge. Calvin gets an Anko 9-so.
Oh,
So we're what Ishanten.
he chooses to drop the Liamen to 3-7-mon are out on the board.
So you can see that Josh is really committed to, well, not necessarily Chitoy, but he's definitely committed to keeping all his pairs.
Michael says enough is enough. I'm taking the Tenpai and just pounce into
Right, so
Tenpai for the 3-6 pin. Yes.
Tanya Nomi?
Tanya Nomi. Let's count the number of reds. I think there were not any, but I have to check just to be sure. Sometimes my eyes play tricks on me.
Absolutely. And things are moving pretty fast around here, so I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah, there were.
Just big energy zooms.
Yep, but with two big Humba.
So 300, 500 is...
Well, Michael's dealer, so it's 500.
Oh, sorry, 500 all is...
1,500 all with two big Humba, yes.
Yes, sir. And we get to 3 Hanba. So a small win, but at the same time, we like points.
Yeah, so
get a little closer to first.
We're in the situation where first and second are competing, and third, fourth are competing, and the scores are very close.
Absolutely. And I'm thinking that Christine's really looking to make a hand here. We'll see what her high pad looks like. The Dora is west, east 3 with 3 repeats. That's 4,500 points on the board, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, the suspense. Who walks away with them?
Calvin has a...
Wait, that's Ishanten.
Ishanten.
1-5-6-mon and I think 6-9 soul.
So Calvin is looking strong.
Was that 6-9 soul? The camera went away really quick.
Christine has a medium hand, I would say.
Is it 6-9 soul? Yeah, it is 6-9 soul. Okay.
Yep.
I'll just throw it back.
Yep, we throw that back. We were really hoping to get a red 5-mon here to get Pinfu and Adora. We'll see what happens.
So pairs in Josh's hand, but...
Yep, it's a blank.
Mm.
I would call this down if I were him.
Yeah, the thing's like you want more value, but at the same time, there's not enough room to take the time.
Yeah, absolutely. But he does pawn south. Now, Christine has 2 Dora. Like, I mean, at least that's good. So she's seeing the potential value play. I don't think you'll see her fading away if there's activity on the board. She wants to cash in. It is not her win, though. So that makes it a little more difficult to deal with.
For sure.
But
Josh
keeps
is
calling it down. So he can call east and be Tenpai.
It's giving Honitsu vibes on this card.
Yep, it should be raising the attention of everyone at the table. It looks exactly like what it is. He's cut 3
No
Manzu,
secrets.
3 middle Manzu, and 1 Sozu.
I think for the 2-3 man both Tadashi, so we know it's probably not a toy either.
Yep. So a bit of an improvement here. Well, no.
That was bold, but that lets him call tiles. It's gonna be rough since there's 2 2-pin out, and I think one's being used in this hand as well.
Yeah.
Oh, he's looking heavy. Owns the 1 pin.
And there is the red 5-mon.
What?
So the only question now is open or closed.
I would defend it.
It's a regular Ricci, and I agree with that.
Oh.
we are a little afraid of the Honitsu.
Oh, and it's Tenpai on the... It's a hell weight on the last 2 pin.
Right.
There's
So
only
yep,
one
Josh
left.
Tenpai for 2 pin, Honitsu Dora Dora. Calvin 6-9 so for Richi Pinfu Dora. And remember, 4,500 points on the board.
Now it's 5,500 with the Ricci stick.
Right.
Delicious. Oh, the 1 pin. Does he pawn it?
Is he greeting? He is absolutely greeting. Perhaps thinks that
toy
people might fold
too?
by cutting east.
Not with those calls. Ain't no.
No, I don't think
No.
so.
I'm like,
So
okay.
Christine is done. Christine breaks up her 1-2-3 so shape to cut a Gembutsu. She sees the Richi, she sees the Honitsu, and is like, no, thank you.
Bet. 9p looked. Well, there's 2 out. Oh, wait,
Right.
there's 1 out at that time, but.
So really hard folding here, not even trying to go around, I would say. A pretty unfortunate situation, given that she's last.
I mean,
So,
sometimes you have to just. That was interesting.
Yeah.
But you're in Ricci.
Yep. No, I think as Christina would have stayed in this game a little bit. She has a chance to go back in a little bit. Maybe she'll get back there.
Loading west looks mighty difficult to push.
Right.
Oh.
Michael's definitely out. Michael has no reason to push. Christine draws something. Christine draws a Hatsu. And she's still folding pretty hard. Now, Michael has a Hatsu too. They both might think it's a bit unsafe. It's a fresh tile.
No, it's a zoo, but it's fine.
Josh doesn't care. There goes the red 5-so. Oh wait, no, 5-so is Gembutsu. Yep, so totally fine there.
I think they're just both sending at this point.
Yeah.
Understandably. But
Michael's out and Christine's out. So the field is a bit clear.
1v1.
Calvin knows that Pinzu are dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Calvin is praying not to draw any more Pinzu. How many outs does Calvin have? 1 is gone.
Breathe.
Nothing there.
5, I think. Wait.
6.
No, there's 1 here too. So 4. He has 4.
3.
3.
So he was just 1 off from sumoing his win. You hate to see it. Josh cuts 4-pin.
Oh, he can't put in the man or else he'd be free time on a 2.
Yep.
So.
So how do we fold here?
Oh. Pinzu is out of a question.
Yep. So a 2-so Suji tile goes out. A scary 9-pin comes out, but it wasn't what Josh is waiting for.
That was so tense.
Yeah, 9-pin was, well, no.
That's
No,
the
no, no, sorry, 9-pin was 3.
That's the
So Josh
door.
just sends the Dora.
Oh.
Little does he know, it's part of Christine's hand who's folding. So it's probably gonna come out here, showing her hand a bit. And there's the last one.
I don't have to worry about Dora, but it's still scary. He's reaching. Don't think.
Yeah. Well, no, but you know, people do slow down for the camera.
Oh, yes.
So I'm pretty
Unlike
sure.
me.
Oh yeah, I gotta.
I
Definitely got
am a big
admonished.
offender of this.
Well, it's more fun to play Mahjong when you play it fast. Okay, so there's the tune. That doesn't
Everyone
work.
got 2 draws left.
Yep. Is this safe? No, this is actually pretty bad. Haku.
I'm just holding my breath
Right,
the entire
Right.
time.
Michael has Hakus. Michael's folding, so these Hakus might come out.
One of
No.
the first of 3 Ps.
All right, so Haku's safe. Ah, and there it is. That's a 9-so if I'm not mistaken.
Also, now it's a hard choice.
Now, he's yeeted so many things already. Why wouldn't we eat this? But it's Iran.
One more Suji, right?
Or 8,400 points?
Oh
no, he flipped an Ura.
Is that 5 red? I can't tell.
Yeah, the 5 mon is red. 5 mon.
Richie Pinfu Doradora is 8,000 plus.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, 8,000 plus.
Plus 45 is
I think
12.
it's because he got an Ura.
Yes.
Yeah, 12,500. So absolutely huge win. A great way to enter your dealership. Calvin?
He amassed this amount of points without his dealership. What?
Right. Calvin's got some good juju right now. So
yeah.
Josh has a pretty reasonable looking 2 Shanten, I think. Maybe 3. It's good.
It was a very good hand.
Michael looking okay. Calvin looking pretty.
Calvin with 2 Dora, but it's going to be difficult making this hand complete.
Yeah, and like in that situation, I tend to keep Yakuhais and stuff. Just just maybe if I can call this down, then I can make use of my Dora.
Oh, it's a little bit more difficult in Josh's position. Although he has a Yakuhai, he might be pressured to make some points happen by gambling the time, just hoping for a Richu.
Well, this is a direct hit, right? Because Sours were second, or were they third as of the start of this game? So
yeah, this is huge. Like, can Calvin be the kryptonite to the Destroyers low?
It was Calvin all along. We'll see.
Calvin.
We'll see. We're not even in South yet. A lot can happen.
Whoa, that 4 months huge too. That's the east.
Right.
So yeah, now that forms another Yakumen, expanding that shape on the middle lower Manzu.
Christine, not quite advancing. Michael, not quite advancing. Sees that he has 2 5-pin already. Doesn't want 8-pin. Okay, so
Josh has an uncle of his Seawind.
That's Ishanten.
With an uncle of his
call it too,
Seawind.
but I think like you said, he might be pressured to make value. And there's no value in this right now. I think at least he might reach it. Even if it's for like Richie Dora. Sorry, Richie South.
Richie South. Well, even then, just having that one Yaku instead of a Richie Nomi, like, gives a large difference. Yes.
Right? Like flipping sumo it, flipping Ura.
Yeah, and if you just land 2 of any of the luck-based Yaku, then it's like because of the exponential increase. It's just huge.
Okay, so this is a good draw for Christine. She could commit to her 7-8-9 mon. She hesitates. Cuts west. Okay, yeah, that's good. We can defer that for a little longer. Maybe there's an Ipeiko in there somewhere. Yeah, this is not very inspiring hand.
I mean, it's hard to make inspiring hands happen. Well, that Well, I mean, the door is like a terminal 1-mon, so for everyone with these hands,
Right.
it looks rough.
Josh is hanging on, hoping he can get another and do a pair switch. But of course, I think they're all spoken for, aren't they?
Wait, are all the red 5s still on the wall? Is that why all the hands look uninspiring?
That could be the case. But all the standard Dora, I think, are out. Ah, there's a red. Just like you, as if on cue, Weibin summons a Dora into his teammate's hand. So opting to keep 2. Ah, here's all the reds. They're all next to each other. So Josh advances, I think, in upgrades. He can now accept 4-pin for a Menzen hand.
So for Christine, it's like going in between. Okay. Oh, in Christine's situation, I'd be thinking really hard if I want to open this hand. That's why she kept the 5, 7, 7, 8. I mean, it's 5, 7, 7, 5, 7, 8, 8.
Oh, he got the Dora.
What?
So this
Calvin,
is
this is insane.
Shanten.
Right.
Shanten. So we keep, obviously we keep that. Now what? It's bad shapes all around. He might be tempted to keep Manzu. Might be tempted to keep Manzu and like throw away like a pen, like the 8-pin or something like that.
Right. You want to keep the 2-head, like the pairs and the 5-mon.
Instead,
and
7-mon goes out. He has dropped an 8-mon in the past, so I think that's a good play. Like
this is definitely like keeping the 2 pairs intact is definitely good move. I don't know which side because they're both like you're taking roughly the same tile sentence.
Depends on the board. Depends on.
And Christine's going closer towards either Tanya or Chitoy. That's all her pairs.
I think it's Chitoy, but why not? Yeah.
Yeah, could hedge it towards both.
It's 3 pairs, isn't it? Not 4. Still. Or was it 4 pairs? Let's see. So, no advancement for Calvin, who has a monster. The monster has not awakened yet.
Oh, so for okay.
Okay. Josh is thinking of being able to call.
Right.
This south. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's a 4-pair hand.
It's iffy.
Yeah. I would have maybe gone 4-pin first. In the sort of like path to Chitoy, but not to commit.
How to it's like you're stuck in a strange situation where you're not holding a lot of safe tiles, and if like you call it down, it won't make a valuable hand either. Shapes are iffy, values kind of iffy, but like the defense, like maneuvering aspect of the hand, which you might need, is also of concern.
So Michael taking a moment here. I think he's trying to figure out what to keep between 2-mon and 2 so.
Yes.
So he keeps instead.
I think that makes sense, because that also keeps is dealing with the 2-head shape.
Oh yeah, that too. So, as soon as Christine commits to Chitoy, she draws an Anko. So there goes south.
Is it Tanyao now?
It's Tanyao now. And this is Tempai.
It's Tempai, but the
7-mon Kanchan.
3 Nomi on a Kanchan.
I'm sure he's wondering where the Dora is.
This is rough. Well, I might consider just throwing the 8-mon and just not messing with it.
So he damas. He is Tempai.
He takes the Tempai. There's 2 7-mon out.
I think he thinks he might be able to get a 5-mon. Okay, and Josh is Tempai, 5-8-mon. Josh needs to make change or put 6 sticks on the middle of the table. Luckily, he's able to make change.
Oh, exactly 0.
Christine begins to fold. You hate to see it. Okay.
Michael breaks his Tempai.
Well, and what? Yeah. the Ricci
Understandably.
brings Josh to exactly 0 points.
I mean, Ricci is really
Everyone's in
scary
favor.
for these players because they know that they don't see a lot of the one-man. So any of the Ricci does provide the Yaku to utilize it.
Yep.
But at the same time, Josh
Now,
discarded
so-
one.
Okay, so Christine actually Ishanten off of this.
Good Mawashi.
Do you think she'll tempt one pin if she gets tempt by? 12,500 is a big is a reasonable gap, but it's not that
But
huge.
at the same time, it's picking a fight with 4th place at 10k under you roughly, but it's rough. I don't know if it's worth the fight, but it does give you some points if you succeed. I might not actually. Just because dealing would hurt and just shift the placement entirely, but if you get it, you don't
And there
really
it
get.
is. There's the tempt by.
Oh, this is rough. The weight is rough too.
Are there any 3-sos left? Well, in the pond, it's fresh.
In the pond, it's fresh.
8-mon has 1 left, according to the pond. So she doesn't take tempt by. She eats the 1 pin.
Yeah, given the placement, it's hard to push a hand like that. There's not as much to gain, but if you lose out, it's huge.
Yep, absolutely. Chun goes out. Luckily, a safe tile to support the fold. And a Hatsu. Wait. Are there Hatsus out? No, there's 1 Hatsu out. There's the other one. So yeah, there's a bunch of them at the back of the wall.
Well, it's just like 1 draw left.
Yeah, no. Absolutely. Commit to folding. So how many tiles does Josh have? I mean, wait, this is it.
Oh, just
that's
one?
That's it.
No, there's one. Yeah, it's just the Haite.
This is Haite.
Haite. Shouldn't have said Haite.
Gosh.
Shouldn't have said Haite.
So, Rijitsumo Pinfu. No, Rijitsumo Nan. Haite.
Aka is exactly Mangan. Rijitsumo Nan Aka. Haite. Rijitsumo Nan Haite. Yeah.
Rijitsumo Haite. 2,000, 4,000. To get back into the land of not 0 points, that's for sure.
Oh, that's a bounty, isn't it?
And that makes things a little closer for Christine.
Wait, was there a height? There was a Haite bounty, wasn't there?
I think so.
Okay, that's a bounty mix, and maybe that was the plan.
Yep. Claire's going wild in Discord.
Hoite. So now it's Josh's dealer looking to keep that. I mean, everything about this just screams Honitsu Haku, but 1 Haku's in door indicator.
Itoi's a possibility too with the right draws.
I've been burned by Chitoi a few times, but enough to say that if you really need the Ranchan or the Tenpai to keep your dealer, just go for a regular hand. I don't even care if it doesn't have like Yaku or anything.
Looking pretty sad, but he's first by a long shot, so who cares?
He said Anko. He drew into Anko 5-man, so yeah. Thankfully, thankfully for Josh, we won't have to look at the Chitoi possibility.
So, Calvin pawns the Dora.
Calvin says, no.
The pair was of the Dora. So, never mind. It's good.
Yeah. Calvin's nope. Keeping it,
And
guys.
it was funny because Christine was Sakigurying it, but
Ah,
the worst fears were confirmed.
Saki
It was
Kiri,
already ready.
not Saki enough.
Michael damages the wall. It's okay.
Or any tile
But
switched to Calvin
see.
choose the Kanchan.
Okay, so everyone's staring at Calvin now.
Yep. Understandably.
Josh advances his Honitsu just a little bit.
So where is that Haku?
Well, it's not in anyone's hand. It's in the wall.
Oh, one so first. Yep.
Calvin's trying to make a shape.
Oh, it's coming together.
Josh, is that wait? That's not Tenpai, right?
Yeah, that's two shot. Oh, well, it's not
One
Tenpai,
Tenpai.
but it's two Shan for the hand we said
Two?
Vinny would have got, and that's Ishan for Christine too for I think Camping Door. Oh,
Anko here.
yeah, we're
So
seeing
things
a
are
lot of
getting
action.
heavy.
Yeah, this action. All
Calvin
right.
looking a little behind now, almost.
Yeah, it's like the headless aspect of the hand. It's both a blessing and a curse. Is that a? No.
Oh.
I won't say
Sorry,
anything.
yes. Okay, now I see it. Yeah. Okay.
It's
Okay.
cursed. Cursed.
I think as commentary, we probably do have to talk about it eventually, but let's wait for it to get a little closer. So Michael.
Would Michael want to Anyao push, but it's rough having a 7 AP.
Yeah, I mean, Chun wasn't that long ago. So, I mean, I think... Oh, yeah, Chun is 2 out. Chun is a safe tile.
Oh, Calvin Ishan.
Oh, no.
Oh.
He could just reach it. No, he
Oh,
can't.
it's not Tenpai. It's not Tenpai.
Sorry. He can con.
I mean, I wouldn't. It's just to keep the 3/6
He can just
mon.
throw 8-1 right away.
You have to pair break here. Something. What?
He just declines. He just declines to con. Christine's looking for it. Cuts the Chun.
Christine enters Tenpai.
Christine is 3/6, so Tenpai.
Michael draws the tile.
Wait, and there it is.
Deals. In. That is Tanya Dora 1?
2000.
Yep.
Diffuses the massive hand that Josh was building. No one knows it.
That is huge for Christine.
No one had any idea how big of a hand Josh was building.
Yep. If it went off, that would have been Yabai.
A Tan Yao ended it all.
Yes. We had Calvin with the Ponadora, and we had Josh going for enormous hand. I won't say Suanko. I guess now I could say it.
You said it. Yeah, now you can say it. But yeah, like we were really looking at a 4 concealed triplet situation. And to be honest, even let's just say he like cut the Hakus. I think that could be Sun by possibility. I don't know. I don't want to think about it. There's too much going on.
Yeah, it's too first.
Let's look at the hand that is actually going on.
So Calvin has 2 Yaku high pairs, but the shapes need a bit of help.
Yep, he could call the Haku there.
Oh.
There it goes. Calvin wants to shut the Stealer down. Unfortunately for Christine. Josh, looking very nice. He can call this Chun. There's a pretty reasonable chance he'd be. Oh, is he gonna call it?
But tall for Christine.
No, he wouldn't call it. He wouldn't call it for the points. So he declines that one.
I mean, it's still dangerous because like
Yeah.
you don't want Christine to wrench on, so he might just be leaving it all to Calvin to like
That's
help
right.
and the dealer for him. It's the biggest threat is for Josh is Christine wrench hunting and just getting out of reach, and because that would just lock in his placement. The other two players are way too far away.
So a Tanyao type draw. She Karagiris. She does like that move. Keeping the
I
Dora,
mean,
of course. Dora is 1 pin. That's a reason to keep it. East, going straight out.
so 3 pin. Does she? Oh wait, she doesn't call it because of the 2-3 so shape.
She can't confirm Tanyao yet, so
Yeah,
she
it's
doesn't want to get herself in a
understandable.
bad situation. But sometimes you get the hand that you feel you need to call to get it further, and sometimes
Right.
you might think that,
You see another player pawning the call.
right? And you really need to keep this dealer.
Mhm.
So this definitely won't leave Josh's hand. It's about what to cut. I think he's thinking a bit about Itsu.
Yes, sure. But it does still take a bit of time to process that Sozu shape. Itsu was a possibility, though. What are other tossing needs?
So that's a blank. He's also got it unsorted, which doesn't help matters.
I mean, he's not going for a called hand, so.
So Calvin finds a south, pawns it. He's Shanten.
Mm-hmm.
Finds a Dora. Interesting.
Okay, now that's definitely looking towards a Nitsu.
Yeah, but I'm not loving like
the
having
tall
a Dora.
And the lone Dora is a bit of
Concerning.
Especially when you have another player with 2 Yakuhai calls. Well, someone could clearly use it.
Yep. Michael is thinking a bit about Tanyao. There goes the Dora. Probably realized that it wasn't a good last tile to hang on to. Christine has an opportunity to drop it, and she does. She's Shanten? I think so. I thought so. I got a vibe, a spidey sense. But I couldn't see it clearly.
Oh, that's
That
Tenpai.
is Tenpai waiting on 7 so. Richi Itsu Dora Dora would be definitely a Mangan.
Oh, he's fishing for the Hanemon. But 7 so only. Oh, there's 2 of them.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
But
so
what looks like a safe? Okay, it's fine.
So a triplet of the birds for Calvin. He goes headless.
Pushes the Nakasuji, which is good, I guess. But it's gonna be rough.
Christine kind of shutting it down.
Yeah, Christine really needs to shut this down.
Well, she was shutting down her own hand, I think, with that 2-mon cut.
Oh.
Let's have a look again.
Wait,
but
I have to read.
Okay, so he can chi this down for Tenpai. Has to cut a 1 so, which doesn't look
or
the best.
Just goes. No, he could go to a Tanki too.
Yeah, go Tanki. Yep. So Tanki 8 so for Calvin.
Now the Suji trap is in place, which I don't like.
Yep. So people would be more likely to throw out the 7 so. A little bit.
4 so first.
4 so first.
7 pin is Suji.
Suji, yes, to the 4 pin that was cut, to the Richi. So it's not great, but it goes out.
Let's this safe. That's fine.
Yeah, I think that Christine was shutting it down with the two-mon cut.
Mm,
So
a hard, difficult call to make. Well, 6 months, fine.
So are there 7 so's in the wall? There are, right?
There are.
2.
Don't know where they are. 6 months.
6 months, okay. So everyone,
5 pin. Oh, that looks a bit suspicious.
it doesn't look the best, that's for sure.
That's,
Now, 8 so is Suji, right?
Yep. So he might just yep, there we go.
Change up. Is that for E10? No, it's still okay.
I think it's okay. There's the follow-up with 8 zone.
There's a 1-pin Dora, which doesn't look. Oh no,
So
it's Genbutsu to the Richi. But he might be worrying about others. No, I think it looks pretty safe. He's thinking about whether he would like to actually use it for Chitoy, maybe. There isn't much game remaining though. There isn't much game remaining.
Yeah, and one's got
Yeah,
like 2 draws. I don't know where those 7 souls are.
Well, we might see another. Who has the high
Imagine.
J? Weibin.
Oh, no. It's Josh.
Is it Josh? No. Not like this.
It's Josh.
Not
Someone
like
call
this.
something.
Not
Someone
like this.
call something.
No, not like
Oh,
this.
no.
Not like this.
Oh, everyone's like stuck in toys. Like, can't do
Wait,
it.
Khan.
Can't.
No. Well, that's incredibly dangerous. Oh no, it's Genbutsu.
It's Genbutsu, but if you're gonna do it, can't. You've been spared, but
So a draw.
oh, indeed.
Wow, I guess they were both dead walled. Everyone sees the monster that Josh had and is happy to pay him. Oh, 2 people tempai, right? So 1,500 points. Calvin.
Calvin with the Tonki.
Yep.
Man, that was a bit stressful, but like, I'm thinking at the same time, wouldn't it have been like very okay to just Dama the Mangon? Because he needs the win rate, I think, to just.
Yeah, it's Mangon already.
Set Michael with like 3 pairs of honors.
A mouse has entered the chat. They're fixing the Hanba. For Michael's dealer. Michael is dealer in South 3 with 1 Hanba.
Wait, wasn't it South 3 last?
Wait, is this all last?
No, wait, if it's all. Wait, I thought it was South 3 last hands with Josh and Calvin and Tempai. But if that's the case, then.
This is all last.
Then shouldn't it be Calvin's?
No, then I think it is South 3.
Then I guess it's South 3.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Maybe I'm just misremembering everything. Let me.
The Dora is 7-pin this round. Yeah. We've been staring at hands for a good couple hours now, so.
Yep.
Normal. It's honestly a little more tiring than actually playing, I have to say.
Yeah, you're focusing 4 hands at the same time.
Yeah, and having to say something pithy about all of them.
Yep. The action play-by-play. It's like
tip your commentators. Just kidding. We don't accept tips. So Michael looking at a very interesting development here. I mean, does not believe in Suiso. I would seriously think about hanging on for a little while. Like not forever. But wouldn't it feel the worst if you drew another
Yeah, if you
another Hatsu next?
Yeah, if you just paired up everything in your discard, that just feels so awful.
And it's just pun, right?
Yeah, and then you start
and then Tonki.
And you start realizing you could have gotten Encos in your discards. I'll probably just relive that hand in my dreams and just be disappointed.
So we start calling.
But this is good. Yeah, just going for the Honitsu Stealer is a good.
Yeah, and accepting just a Yaku hand as well. Like that's okay if necessary. Josh is Ishanten.
Josh and Nishan.
Somehow we missed that while talking about these Yakuhai.
I'm talking about Suiso and these Yakuman and this. Well, I guess it's a little bit more of like a far out dream.
So Michael is more seeing Honitsu.
See it happen. Oh,
okay, so we upgrade to a red 5. We can just shift around.
Believe it or not,
he also sees that he could cut 8-pin and then accept 6-mon later.
Yes, that's the principal choice. But at the same time, what's throwing him off might be because the door is a 7.
Yeah. So he throws. He just does the standard slide.
Yep.
Now Josh is Tenpai for Pinfu. He damas. 2-5 so. The West comes out for the Tenpai, and that's pawned by Michael, who's Ishanten now.
Oh, the big Homba, that would be enough to overtake Christine if he gets the wrong.
Right,
so
and
Calvin made the good choice last time, because apparently the 7-pin does come. But
so Josh draws the wrong 5-pin. Does he want to throw it back out? Why not? It's still early. People aren't smelling blood yet.
Oh.
So Christine gets another pair. Not the best.
Wait, it's
just
so Michael's just in it for Shinomi? Because it doesn't look like he's going for the Honitsu. But
wait, what's going on?
Oh,
I thought of calling the 3-5, so
I was thinking about Michael's hand with the 2 Yakuhai open.
So this is a wide Ishanten. And now Michael can go headless. But yeah.
Might be. Now Honitsu, I mean breaking complete Ishanten.
And now he's Tenpai. Calvin's Tenpai.
Oh, he sends it for
6-9-pin 7-mon. Josh forces his way through.
There's not a lot of say 1,000 Calvin's discards, I'll be honest.
No, absolutely. So Michael shies away a bit. And it's unfortunate because it's a stealer, but at the same time, and Josh.
Sumo
Pinfudora. Sumo Pinfudora is
3-20.
7-13 is 12-18. Is that right?
So I'm okay. So I'm a bit slow with this. So Sumo Pinfudora is 3-20. 3-20 is 3-20 is
7-13 because 4-20 is 13-26. Yeah.
3-20 is 2-40, which is 20. Yeah, it's 26. Okay, so it's
which divides us 713.
13. Yeah, 713. Sorry.
But because of the Honba,
That puts
12,
him.
18. It was 12, 18.
Yes, that's because there's one big combo. My maths.
There is a discrepancy on the table now. Christine has, well, it's off by 1,000. Not sure in which direction.
Just don't forget to take her. Wait,
It could be the overlay too. I'm not sure.
the check
Dora
lights.
is 9 so.
Oh, Christine.
Well,
So
the overlay's fixed now, so we're fixing it to what's on the board, to what's on the table, which the referee is verifying to be correct. So we'll go with that. Michael's got a tough. Let's see. So all last, right? So let's zoom out for a second. Well, Calvin's big top. Michael is.
Who's on camera now?
Well, no, a Haneman Sumo would do it for him, right? A Haneman Sumo would be.
Oh, because of the recovery, that would be like 18.
So if Michael Tsumo's Haneman, he gets to 40,300 and Calvin drops by 6,000. So it would be just enough for a top.
Yes.
So Michael is looking for a Haneman Sumo, but I don't think he'll stick his neck out for anything less.
So I mean that's still difficult even with the two-door. It's like
with this shape, it's probably not going to happen.
So what he has to pair up the Dora and get a Sanshoku and open reads and open read
or listen or flip some or
yeah, something like
if he's
that.
close, if he has like a Mangan, he might Richi. You can definitely think, okay, we'll see him Richi that to have a chance at Hanetsumo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it turns out the overlay was correct the whole time, and they just failed to. They just haven't exchanged enough points. So I think they fixed that, and now it doesn't change the situation. Christine at last with 90,800, Josh with 15,700 in third. Yep. So now, go ahead.
So Christine's hand's pretty advanced, but she's looking for value.
Mm-hmm.
I think Calvin's going for Tanya Toy
Toy.
Oh, Chitoy now?
He confirmed Chitoy by cutting that 7 Mananko.
And Christine's gonna
He just sends it.
Yeah, Richie Hakuaka.
Now she can. I think there's lots of scenarios in which she avoids fourth. In that case, but definitely nothing more than third. So damage control.
Mm-hmm.
And we do see that a lot, right? In this league, we have a lot of people who've played Mahjong online, and in those formats, it's best to avoid fourth.
Well, in her case is correct. It's an Naorasu, and this probably the best thing to do with this hand. So improve your placement and just take the Yamen Tempai. But there's still need a little bit need of a luck factor since it's like 52 and 52 just barely isn't enough. Now what's interesting with the rankings, will Calvin Saki Komi into Christine is thinking that it's enough to like.
I think he can protect his first. Absolutely. Does Calvin have a deal in tile? And is he behaving in that way? Let's see.
No deal in tiles. I think he's just folding.
He's folding. He's folding.
Well,
so no Sashikomi.
I think Christine wants to sumo this anyways, just to get that Mangan. As we said, 52 ain't enough, sadly.
So definitely Michael.
Wait.
Well, he's out. Yeah.
Is it 52? Hold on. Uncle. Yeah, there's two
Oh,
uncos.
absolutely. And there's one of them of an honor. That's
There's two
definitely 50
uncos, so it's 64. Holy shit.
It's 64 fu?
No, it's
Oh,
50 fu.
6400. So 50 fu. So 6400 points. I got you.
Yeah. My scoring gets rough when I'm just glancing left and right. Everyone's hands.
So that's
It's huge. Wait, 64.
64 is not
With
enough
her-
to turn it around, right?
Wait, is the points before or after the Richie stick? And doesn't.
This is after
Wait.
Ricci stick. A Ricci stick has been deducted.
So
Yes.
74.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's enough once you get to Ricci stick back. You're right. Now, Michael stares down Chitoy or
Wait,
something.
she could take the roam then. I don't know.
Yeah,
Calvin
so
with
she
the
runs for
tenpai.
6,400 points, yeah.
Calvin with the Chitoy tenpai, thinking, what?
Why am I here? So we cut a Suji to be Tanki on Tuso.
Well, no, it's Gembutsu, but yeah. I mean,
Oh yeah, it is Genbutsu.
it's fine.
So Michael thinks briefly of pawning.
That was just really rough for Michael
Yeah, maybe
because
we just 9-so. Yeah.
what is that? Okay, that was Gembutsu.
5-so
That's
goes
fine.
out.
So
yeah.
the Tuso is actually Suji.
Yep. So it's set up now. And he's Dama, so people are still paying attention to Christine. So Calvin could snipe a win here. Now two Tusos are there. One Tuso is there, so it's the last Tuso, isn't it? He could switch.
No, there's two pays out.
Oh yeah,
So,
sorry.
well, I mean, he still can, but it would be.
It wouldn't be the best. All right, so what happened here? Oh, can you just cut another 9-so?
Yeah, Michael has enough safe tiles for decades.
Calvin
So,
is
looks a little bit
again,
suspicious.
like the dealing in isn't a big deal.
Oh.
And especially because he's Dama, looking at the tile that's most likely to look safe for the Ricci is a great weight.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think Tuso, I mean, he doesn't know that it says hell weight. This is Tenpai for Michael.
I mean, he switched to the 7 pin because it looks a little bit dangerous against the Ricci, but in his situation,
right?
I don't mind.
Yeah,
just Sashikomi. Unless it's some ridiculous. No, it's a Sambai.
So remember, Michael needs Hanetsumo, but here he's looking at Ricci Dora because he cut both of his Dora trying to go around. So
he's calculating if open sumo would get the job done.
It needs two Uros, which
open sumo Tanya Aka 1. Yeah, he needs one more. But yeah, he does it.
Okay, so 4-mon.
Kanchan. Stand clear of the open reach.
From Calvin's perspective, Sashikomi, Monka S.
Sashikomi's Yakumen, yeah, so he's not going to do that, even though he would have been thinking of it in the past.
No, I mean, he wants to really Sashikomi into Christine, but little does he know he doesn't have any of her tiles.
Right.
Just to get out of this rough situation. Would he take the Tenpai? That's rough if he does, but it's like dangling hope in front of them, knowing that it's never.
Right. Okay, so Josh moved towards the middle, Ishanten.
But
and a 7 pin comes to Calvin's. So that's 1,600 points, isn't it?
Wait, a dealer Tanya Chitoy.
Oh no, Tanya Chitoy. Ooh.
So it's 48?
Oh, dealer, yes. Dealer Tanya Chitoy is 48.
Mm-hmm.
I missed the Tanya and I missed the dealer. So Calvin repeats. getting a nice Dama run to further advance his lead.
Mm,
I mean, yeah, he's the smart one. 7-pin was good.
yeah. This looks uninspiring. Hi-Fi, yeah.
Yes. Josh's
This
looks a little better.
This looks better, but missing some value. Dora is the West, which is
Yes, and
also tough.
Josh sorely needs value to make a dent here. If he wants to think about second, let's see.
Sting got 2 Dora.
Christine's got 2 Dora. Josh would need Mangan Direct off of Michael to get second.
Mm. Wait, with
So
the big Humba on the table, here's where Mangatsumo wouldn't be enough. That's 500 points more. Okay, yeah. He needs a Hanit? Yeah, he needs a Hanitsumo Ron. But because of the big Humba, that big Humba makes Hanemon enough for second. You're in Josh's shoes.
right. And then has Michael's condition changed? Because you were pretty tight with the Hanetsumo condition last time.
Now it's a lot more difficult. You need, I think,
By Monsumo
5.
or Hanemon Direct. Does Hanemon Direct do it? No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. That's really
So
rough.
Calvin in a commanding first.
Yeah. So Calvin's just
Calvin would like to be no 10 here, to be honest, in a draw.
but this is a good situation, so we just might keep pushing the dealer onwards.
Right. I mean, the more you do this, the more you're actually starting to scratch against the Destroyers. Especially with Destroyers taking third, probably in this round. It feels good. So Calvin is he looks like Kokushi in his discards. He's just trying to keep as many safe tiles as he can.
Yeah. So for Christine, Among Sumo would actually overtake because of the big home. Well, I think. Wait. It's one. Yeah, because she gets 500.
13,500.
Well, with 500 more
that's
points
right.
from Josh, that's just enough.
Just enough.
But she has 2 red 5, so there's a few ways to do it.
And the Uma's 30-10, is that right?
Uma's 30-10, Oka's 5, yeah.
So basically, the difference between third and fourth is 20,000 points. That's big.
Yeah, it's making me nervous all of a sudden, but yeah. 20,000 points.
When you think about Uma in terms of like points in game, it always feels feels anxiety
it's like what kind of a scam part was that going?
yeah, exactly. Now, let's see, who is it? Isn't it Michael moving closer to like something gross like Chinitsu? Was that what I was seeing?
I think so, but even then, it's still rough. You need Baimon, but you might just be going for as many points as you can.
Yeah, no, and I think I would do that too, right? Like I'd be like, okay, fine. Maybe I can't get. First.
Wait a minute. There's something curse. 98.
Yeah. No, and yeah, it's our sworn duty as commentators to mention all the possibilities, and that was a great draw for 9 gates or Chiren Poto.
But Christine has 2 of the 9, so
right.
So I don't think
but it might be multi-sided in the end, right? So even if he has to run for Chinitsu and be
Oh, you mean Roland Christine on the 9, so when after he buys.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. It's possible. Let's see, what else does he need?
That would be a real disaster. It would be so much of a crime.
And it's Menzen, right? So, oh my gosh, it keeps coming. This is Ishanten, right?
Yeah, bye.
That's Chiren Poto Ishanten. So for a Yakuman, the first Yakuman of this league.
Yeah, bye. No, but Chinitsu. actually
Mancini's-
does get you also really close to that Baimon. Oh, she gets rid of it now.
So,
he
does
could take
Michael throw away Churen Poto? He doesn't.
the
He knows.
Hanem?
He sees it. He sees. He
He's
sees Churen Poto. 100%.
two souls out on the board.
He doesn't have one. He does have one, right?
The two soul? No, I think that's
he
the
doesn't
one
have
he
two-so.
needs. He's the one he needs other than the 9 soul.
Got it. Waiting for 2-so and 9-so.
But how is he getting the... No, I think he's just going for Menchinitsu right now. But it's still scary, because
Yeah,
Menchinitsu Aka is...
Absolutely.
It's no joke.
Yeah, no, I mean, all possibilities are there. Meanwhile, Josh looking pretty dangerous too. I think that's Shantan.
What are
for
these
Honitsu?
hands, man?
Okay,
It's
it's a blank.
okay.
It's possible to draw these tiles that he needs.
Calvin's like,
goes a 2.
yeah, let's just not be... Wait,
Well, he has no
it's-
idea about that danger. It's a coincidence, I would say, that
Michael does not have
came
any Sozu in his discard.
Now. Nope.
He does
1
not have...
one.
I mean, it's gonna be a fun... Like, we're gonna have a nice time trying to figure out his weight at the very end for Chin. Well, Josh...
Okay, that's not Tenpai. That's
That's
not Tenpai.
Ishan, but very wide.
Christine, we really haven't been paying attention to. Let's see. 2 Shantan. Michael can't draw in the Sozus that he needs.
I mean, there's a good amount on the board, and the rest of it's in his hand.
So there's one 9-so left in the wall, I think. And 1 2-so left in the wall.
Oh, that is Tenpai. For
So he's
Josh.
Tenpai.
But which
He
side
could
does he
be-
take? If he deals the 7
Six
pin,
nine's
that's like
dead.
9.
6-9's dead though. Or rather 9's dead. 6 isn't. 6 is 2 out.
He don't know. Oh, he's thinking of cheating.
Okay, so
That's a 8.
the Yakumen dream is over. So 8-9 so Tenpai for Michael for Chinitsu Dora Haneman. Wow.
This is
It was a ride. That was a ride.
that was a wild ride, guys.
And if he, oh my god, if he were to, all right, that was the
wait.
last 2, so he had to call it. He had to call it
Yeah,
to have
This
hand
is-
it all.
Calvin's got that.
Is Calvin Chitoy?
Oh wait, no, there's an option to go 8-9 Shabo, but 9. It's really dead.
Yeah.
If not absolutely dead. Oh man, this Orasu was one wild ride.
So it ends with 2 Tenpai. Calvin is just like, get me out of here.
Yeah.
He retains his top.
Chose the wrong way.
He's probably gonna be surprised when he watches the replay. So what? There was 9 gates.
Yeah,
Oh.
he avoided disaster.
Josh, you could have taken the 8.
Wow, what a game.
Yeah.
So in this game, right, the Destroyers take another minus.
You could have cut the tune and
Penguins take a pretty big minus. With Christine not really getting any big hands. Michael secures a nice second. It could have been a disaster. He could have, if he had won that Yakuman, that would have been an all last reversal, which actually is my bounty. I would have had to pay money.
Wait, but it's only a reversal.
Sorry, my bounty is from 4th to 1st. He wasn't 4th, so no
Mhm.
bounty.
So it was because it was from 3rd to 1st. It would have been.
But
Wait.
still, that would have been huge.
Been,
A huge like WTF moment for Calvin. Like what?
what just happened? But like, did it have to
Oh,
be
man.
Sumo? Yeah, it had to be. Oh, is this after the Tembo payments? Yeah, I think it had to be Sumo, right? To overtake.
Yes.
Very early on. The first time.
Even without that, that was such a wild ride. Even for Olra, so it's like you think the scores are more or less settled because of the nice, huge gaps
Yeah.
between the players, and now they're because of this. Because there's such a wide gap, they just start swinging for the fences, and you get these ridiculous hands that can
Right.
just overturn the
Well,
entire game.
I wouldn't even say that Michael was like pushing hard for this Chirin photo. Like I
Yeah,
do
it
think that
was.
that's the kind of Yakuman that arrives as your shapes just keep widening and widening
Mhm.
and widening. You know, you might see a commit when people like, you know, drop a better like shape in the 9 gate suit in order to
Yes.
confirm the Yakuman. But anyway, so like this takes us to a wow. Sours are at a 224.6. They are within. They are right at the Destroyers' backs. And somehow, somehow the Triad has risen to fourth just by getting a third. And must have been something good that happened at the second table. Yeah, I guess maybe she got a top.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I mean, Calvin
Well
got the
done.
top when I was into. Well, we were streaming table one too, so like it's a nice
Right,
game
right.
for both of
Okay.
our teams. This is
So next
great.
time I gotta stream someone else's game, and
Yeah,
then
if
go away
we
from the second one.
commentate more, we might have our teams just top their games.
All right, let me at that volunteer schedule. I'm totally
Yes.
there. Well, all
Yeah,
right. So
same
I think
here.
that wraps it up for tonight. Thank you all for watching this live stream, and we will see you next week for week 10. No, we won't see you. No, we'll see you on Black Friday for week 10. All right.
Yep.
Thank you. Thanks,
Thank
Wei.
you for
It's great.
Yep. Thank you for watching. Thanks, Josh, and we'll see you